The show before the show where I check to make sure everything's working. If you can hear my cat yowling in the background, he's fine. I'm Patrick, your local game guy. This is Coastful, fellow local
Sup?
gamer. Dude, not much, bruh. I ate a lot of pizza last night. I'm not gonna lie, it got me thinking about this set a little bit. And I live in New York City. How appropriate. I'm actually really loving the nods to the big city. Obviously, the turtles live here, if you didn't know. But yeah, I've been doing this run club every Thursday, and you get like 30% off the beer, which is really great for my diet. And then they buy pizza for the runners just on the house. It's the best. It's the best of
Pretty
deals.
good. Pretty good.
Yeah, I've never. It's funny because I've never. Are we live? I hope we're live. Hey,
We're
Crimson
live.
Claw. Okay, God, I'm not. I'm not personally checking, but this is the first run club I've ever joined actively. So I assume they're all like this, right? Just pizza and, and cheap beer.
Pizza and beer. Yeah.
It's been fun though. I'm gonna join another one soon though, and yeah, that's my hobby now. Just running. How about you, Will? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I have like more random work stories, but I'm probably not going to say them on stream for the sake of time. And
That's fair.
I I've been getting less bombarded with service calls, so I'm happy that I'm getting back to more of the casual calls. And yeah, it's slowly less stressful, and I'm uh, I'm I'm looking forward to doing some of my projects on the weekend.
Oh, good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. God, I feel that same way. This is a social outing weekend for me and Allie, but I should hopefully have some downtime. Tomorrow I'm starting off with a workout and then a run and then tennis, and then I am gonna try to take the evening off to relax.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, but I'm really happy. I don't know if you guys noticed, I've lost weight. I've been trying to, and working out a lot has helped. The diet's not changed though. Not gonna stop eating pizza. But speaking of pizza, there's a lot of different pizzas you could find in the set, from the lands to the actual cards themselves, and just some of the art in the background. Um,
One of the commanders named Pizza Face.
yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, but we're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, um, the set till now should effectively be all but spoiled. There are New York City a handful of things that won't be on the Scryfall list. I think there's only one notable one that's not in here at this moment. And it's like a green land
Yeah,
tutor.
I I will spoil it just so we don't have to cover it and we can just move on immediately from it. Long story short, it's another explosive vegetation, but it has sneak for two and a green, so you
Hmm.
can explosive vegetation a little bit earlier and bounce that what is it like Elvish Visionary, whichever Fabro Elder, whatever fine, it has like an ETB trigger. You can just bounce your
Yeah.
other thing and ramp a little bit earlier.
Yeah, and not to foreshadow, but sneak, pretty cool mechanic. There's like a couple things
Yeah,
that sneak quite well in this set. What did we
there's
have introduced in this one? Like mutagen tokens were introduced. I think the sneak mechanic was introduced here, right?
correct. And the only other one is the disappear mechanic, which is a revert of the revolt mechanic.
Mm. Was squad something we got before as well?
We have squad is a recurring
Okay,
mechanic.
okay. Because this one,
Channel is also a recurring mechanic, Patrick.
oh yeah, okay, okay, bruh. Channel. I know. How about Alliance?
Alliance is a
Yeah,
oldie.
yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Can we
we
also
did
get a
get
special?
one new mechanic, but we're not really covering any of the cards that use this. It is character select. It's the new partner mechanic. It's character select. We have 5 different characters that you can pick from, and you can partner them together. We're not doing the legendary tier list yet, so those aren't relevant unless we find one that we feel is relevant. Because I feel like maybe 2 of them can go in the 99 of a couple decks, but
Yeah, yeah.
for the effect itself, it's not relevant.
But for the stream this evening, like the title suggested, we're doing a complete set review. Asterisks. Okay. Outside of that Farseek. We're doing a complete set review for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Universes Beyond X Magic the Gathering. And whether you like it or not, we're going to keep getting these. Hope you like the turtles. More turtle power. Cowabunga dudes. Wooburg Order. Colorless. Lands. Multicolor before those. And I will let.
Yak yak, you're about to get shell shock. Turtles in the half shell. Turtle
Yeah,
power.
yeah, Thank you, thank you. I'm again, my only familiarity with the Turtles, honestly, it was the live action films growing up and the subsequent cartoon. I did not read the original comics. I'm told they're very brutal. So
Yeah, I watched not all the cartoons, but a lot of the cartoons. I completely forgot the Mousers existed, and I'm like, dude, those are my childhood. How did I forget about those?
it is crazy, dude. It's funny because looking through this art, I'm witnessing characters and moments that I totally forgot. Action News Crew gonna do numbers, PDH. Or play the video games. I did play the side scroll beat 'em up. No, I played the TMNT game. I think we had like a copy. Don't quote me for Sega. I swear to God, me and my brother played a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video game on one of our consoles. I swear it was Sega, but I could be wrong. We'll look this up later. But we're gonna go through this in Wooberg order. I'm gonna let Will lead the discussion today. I have a few things. Maybe I will clean up any loose ends. And after we're done discussing each color, we're going to throw it to you guys. Obviously, if you have any thoughts on cards that are good in specific list and or just tech cards for certain list, let us know. Love to hear from you.
Well, I shall start off. And
Zero. No, why? Okay.
It's weird that I'm going to start off with continue. Continue is 1 and a white. For an instant, choose up to 4 target creature cards from your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn. Return them to the battlefield. There's a lot of combo potential with this. If you get the right pile of creatures, this is just super loopable and abusable. I don't know what decks are going to play this. This is also just like a decent protection card, decent value card. Anything that you do with the what is it called, Patrick? The sun thing that you liked for Oswald. Not for Oswald, but for like artifact stuff.
What, Approach of the Second
Dawn?
Sun? No.
No, Dawn something. It's a
Oh,
1 white. Everybody returns everything.
Dawn Heart Fountain or something? Something Fountain? Choose the 4 target. Well, I mean,
It's just return everything that was put to the graveyard from the battlefield to the battlefield
right.
for 3 mana. This is a very similar effect to that, but cheaper, so it's a little bit easier to try to loop over and over and over again. However, it only hits creatures. Neat card.
I like it. And Savine's Reclamation still in the deck. I'm trying to think of... It's an artifact that does this? I'm sorry, I was looking up this...
It's an instant. It is 1 white for an instant that does it. You've brought this card up as like one of your favorite pet cards like 8 times before.
No, I swear to God, it's got to be 2 CMC. I would never run a 3 CMC card.
It's an oldie but goodie. You never put it in Oswald, but you kept going. You keep trying to be like, we could use this combo in this random deck.
I think you're right, but I forget which one it was. Is that?
Hold on, I should be able to find it in like a couple seconds.
Okay, I think it was called the Hyperstone Heist, guys. Sega Genesis. If you're wondering what I'm doing secondarily here, I'm trying to figure out which.
Speaking of second, the card is Second Sunrise. That's what it was.
Second Sunrise. So is this better than Second Sunrise?
Yes, because Second Sunrise returns everybody's stuff. However, Second Sunrise returns all card types, not just creatures. So,
yeah,
it's give or take. But this being 1 pip less does make it easier to just kind of loop. So, I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. It's on my list. Pretty solid card. I don't know how abusable this is. I mean, maybe you can throw it on an Isochron Scepter and there's some crazy line of play where it's like a Protean Hulk line where one thing cannibalizes the others and then one thing's a Village Bell Ringer. No, what would it need to be?
Honestly, maybe this just opens up a Bant Protean Hulk line because you can get like Archivist of Ogma and a sack outlet or something, and then you sacrifice Archivist and then you return both Archivist and Protean Hulk with this, or you find Spellseeker and then you sacrifice Spellseeker and then return Protean Hulk and Spellseeker and sacrifice both of them again, getting Archivist the second time, recasting this. Go.
How excessive is that? Continue. The answer is yes.
It's a good combo in Bant. I think this is the first Bant Protean Hulk line that we've gotten.
That you can conceptualize. I mean, What's the pile? You get Spellseeker.
So it's Spellseeker, Archivist, this, and then a sack outlet and something that makes mana. Um, this something that makes mana is going to be the thing that I choke on for this because I'm like I can't even think of a thing that would be a
Yeah.
Displacer Kitten. Maybe Displacer Kitten, because then Displacer Kitten Archivist lets you just kind of replay your whole graveyard over and over and over again.
Yeah, actually, that'd be kind of dope.
Yeah, because then Displacer Kitten flickers a mana rock, and then Archivist returns some kind of free
Wait,
spell,
I'm
and
saying
then
you're saying Archivist of Ogma? That's not what you mean.
sorry, not Archivist of Ogma. What is it called? The
I'm looking it up.
Archaeomancer.
Yeah,
Archaeomancer. I
Archaeomancer.
meant to say Archaeomancer.
No, you're good, man. That's the good one. This is the
Yeah,
good
well,
one.
it's not good. It's bad, but
Well,
it's the best of a bad
it's the best.
set.
It's the best for this hypothetical combo. At any rate, guys,
Yeah.
do you like continue? Should we continue? We can move on.
Uh, so next is Endless Foot Assault, which is funny
Squad.
because if anybody played the TMNT video games, there is a completely other context that you could say to Endless Foot Assault because in every game, the most spammable move that is ever put in the game is Michelangelo saying "eat feet" while helicoptering around with nunchucks and then just kicking everybody. So Endless Foot Assault hits two different
I
ways.
wonder if they'll do an alt art.
That'd be funny.
I would,
They're not, but that'd be funny.
that would be a good.
For those who don't know, though, it is 2 and a white for an enchantment with Squad, 1 and a white. Squad, for those who don't know, is as an additional cost to cast this, you may pay 1 white any number of times, and if you do this, when this enchantment enters, you create that many token copies of it. And whenever you attack, for each opponent, create a 1/1 Black Ninja creature token that's tapped and attacking that player. So cost reduction does work with Squad. So if you're playing a Pearl Ear or something like that, where your enchantments have affinity for enchantments, not only does this get your enchantment affinity up, but this is also just pip get another enchantment that gets you a really big board really quickly because you keep these tokens. This isn't like a you get a token and then it sacks at the end of the turn or at the end of combat. You're building an army. So big board quite quick. Get 6/1/1s every single turn just by squatting this once.
I know. And then Mateus over here is like, why not just play Najila? And I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right. But look, I think for a white list, this is kind of cool token generation, especially if you're going wide. You're wanting to
Why
go
not
wide.
play Najila? Because we want to play that one Bant commander that's like weird Timna, but it only draws if the creature has 1 power.
You know what I need?
That,
I need a skull clamp in the command zone for
yeah,
this effect here. Endless switch soldiers, please. Endless draw, yes.
I I would be infuriated if we got a skull clamp in the command zone before we got a lantern of insight in the command zone. I just wanted
That's
lantern control people out.
I just want to draw cards, bro. You know what's funny? I'm playing. I have a couple of games behind me, but I play One Piece card game. I finally found a deck I like, and it's Sanji list, and all it does is draw cards. I realize in every TCG I've ever played, all I ever really want to do is draw cards, bro.
You just want those massive grippers, and
I
by that I mean
do.
like the massive hand.
Yeah, it feels good, especially when your opponent's got like 3 cards in hand. You've got like 8. You're like, yeah, come on, swing, come at me, brah. Until they disrupt your hand and you feel like shit, but it's okay. Look what they have to do to match a fraction of our power. Exactly, this shit. It's actually cool. I like. I didn't put it on my list because I don't know. I don't know if it was good enough, but I think
This is a really good casual card
yeah.
because if you can get greedy enough with this, it makes a massive board. Because I want to point out, you swing with a 1/1 elf, and if you have 3 of these in play, that's 9/9 in power every single turn from here on out. In addition to giving you a ton of sack fodder, it is a brutal card, and I love it.
Sorry, I'm trying to find this. Anok Strike Leader is better. Oh, for the same effect. Sorry. We could compare it really quick. Do you remember this one, Will?
Anod Strike Leader is a 1 white whenever you attack with this creature and or your commander. For each opponent, you create a 1/1 goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking that player. Sacrifice this creature. Tokens you control get indestructible.
Bro,
Uh,
it's pretty spicy.
Yeah, like this is functionally the same,
It's a
but
warrior. It's a
it's
warrior too. I'm from the up.
it doesn't have replicate, and replicate's the big thing. Because I want to point out,
Squad.
and endless foot assault is not getting played in cEDH anytime soon. But in casual, this is getting played everywhere. Because if you can greed out mana, this is a really good outlet for greeting out mana because it's just I get 5 of them in play, so that's 15 in stats onto my board every single turn.
Yeah, I think if it's a Jeet, I've heard Jeet and Jite. I don't know which way's appropriate, guys. But someone's saying that the art's bothering them with Raph's Sigh. It is a Jeet, and I think it's meant to be flat on the tip. I think it's meant to be like a baton, basically, like a stick. But we'll get to
Well,
it when we get
yeah,
to it.
a sai is basically designed to be a rod that you can use to catch other weapons. It's supposed to be dull. They're not supposed to be sharp.
They do have points though. The Sighs have points. I think the Jeet is it's like a baton, but with like the curved.
So
It,
sais don't have points actually. So a sai is not supposed to have a point. It's supposed to be a rounded edge tool for guarding.
excuse me, my shopping center sells these. There's
Well,
mythical knives and katanas at the
yeah, but
super.
that's weeb crap. Of course, it's not going to be accurate.
No, I'm just kidding. but yeah, you happen to be
It's it's really. I want to give this thing because it's really somebody pointed this out, and I'm like, I think that this is actually really cool. Splinter gave each of the turtles their specific weapons, and he was trying to teach each of them a lesson through it.
Hmm.
Because think of it, Michelangelo got nunchucks. Do you know what you need to use nunchucks really well? Focus. It is the most difficult weapon to use, and you have to focus because if you lose focus for a second, you're hitting yourself.
Hmm.
So he gave the wild guy with no focus the weapon that forces him to focus. For Raph, he's the angriest of the bunch, and he gave him a weapon that's designed only to block. Then Donnie, the tech wizard of all of them, got a stick. He got a staff. That's the weapon he got. And Leonardo, the diplomatic one of the entire bunch, is the only one who got an actual bladed weapon.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, I mean, if we're not counting Jenica here, right?
Well, yeah, she doesn't count. She only exists in like two of the
I wasn't aware of
universes.
Jenica, but she looks badass.
Yeah, I think she's in the future in like one specific dimension.
What about that?
I could be wrong about that.
What about that very much Pokemon-like looking Froakie in the background, or Pig Girl? Does that not that threw me off, dude? I thought that was a Froakie in the background. Anyways,
Uh, so Endless Foot Assault, good card. Next card, Leader's Talent.
ooh,
So Leader's Talent is 1 white for a enchantment class. On level 1, whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. Level 2 for 2 and a white, whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, if it has a counter on it, gain 2 life. Level 3 for 3 and a white, whenever you cast a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. That first effect and that last effect are crazy. So the first effect is just 2 mana. You get a counter on a creature every single turn. It's nice for a nice 2 mana effect. It's really good. That goes in a lot of decks just to begin with.
solid.
That final effect is a Cathard's Crusade that is not poorly designed.
Oh, that and the Pegashina who didn't get a card. Do you read the IDW comics? I know that's where TMNT is continuing, correct? Like I don't know if it was originally IDW or not, but I have to look this up. I'm actually really curious now. I'll look this up later. But the Pigashina, I'm sorry, she's in the art at least. That kind of sucks. Maybe they didn't want another legendary. Everything Will said is correct. That last effect is really good. It is costly to get there. Do you feel like there's more casual leaning?
Yeah, casual are more so the ones who would use that first effect, and in cEDH, paying what is that 9 to get to that last effect is not worth it. In casual, you definitely get there. Um, Next, Leonardo, Sewer Samurai, the first legendary that we're going to be going over, and we're going to be going over a couple because I did add legendaries on this list. but only in the context as not being used as a commander. So, Leonardo, Sewer Samurai. A legendary creature with 3 power, 3 toughness, and he is a teenage mutant ninja turtle. Sorry, not teenage. He's just a mutant ninja turtle samurai. He is sneak for 2 white white and double strike. During your turn, you may cast creature spells with power or toughness 1 or less from your graveyard. If you cast a spell this way, put a finality counter on. That creature enters with a finality counter on it. This is basically just a mono white Lurrus in the correct decks. It's just another way to reuse your graveyard over and over and over again. I like having more entries in the white using their graveyard pile.
Same. Yeah, I don't know, and I know Will said this earlier, but if you're just tuning in, we won't be covering every legendary. I know some of these are quite good, or you're interested in them. We will be going over them in a legendary tier list later, but some of these are potentially good in the 99. What's like the dream hit in the body of the 99 for this guy? Like, what are you trying to recur with finality?
More likely than not, it's going to be stacks pieces because it's like
Mm.
Eidolon of Rhetoric. You can return Eidolon of Rhetoric with this. You can return one of the Thalias with this. There's just a lot of things that you incidentally get back with Leonardo. Because also, the one really dumb thing that I missed the first time that I looked at this, and I'm like, oh, this card's kind of fine. The main difference between this and Lurrus, this is not once per turn. It is just during your turn, you have free reign from everything in your graveyard. As long as it's small in some way, it's all fair game. So you can just go like, oh no, my board got wiped. I'm going to recast all of these elves in my Chu Lane deck, and I'm going to cheat in like 30 more lands.
Yeah, that is kind of radical. Kind of
There's also
tubular.
probably some dumb combo you can do with this as well, where you pick up the thing with the finality counter with Chu Lane, so that it never dies.
Is this
You just keep resetting the counter.
that is funny. I do like what was brought up here, that Elder is a subtype, yet Teenager is not.
Yeah, yeah, that is funny.
Like we really had the opportunity to just like flush that out. Could you imagine like how small the font would be? Maybe they were scared of adding the word teenager just because of how much it
Well,
would eat up.
yeah.
But
To be
no.
fair, Teenager isn't too significantly longer than Samurai, so it would still be about that size
mm,
font.
yeah. No, well, I mean, if you're doing teenage teenager mutant ninja turtle samurai, that box they would just have to cut out that logo.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be kind of interesting. What would they just border it with the mythic colors instead or something? I'm trying to think of how you like accommodate teenager into this set. I don't understand why we didn't actually. Now that you say it, I mean, like some of these things could have applied to youths, right? Like there could be effects like search your deck for a teenager. It's
Well,
honestly a little weird. It's honestly a little weird when you say it out loud.
to,
Actually.
to be fair, Elder is not purely an age thing; it is an experience thing. Whereas the Teenager is purely an age
Whoa,
thing.
whoa, whoa! It could be a lack of experience thing too. You ever call someone a teenager that's clearly not a teenager, or like someone who's acting like a kid but's a full ass adult? Maybe you can mean it in that context as well. But I understand what you're saying. No one's ever phrased
You
someone as a
you don't
teenager.
call a corpse an unaliver. Like it's
I mean, I definitely call people kids that are acting like idiots and are full ass adults. Anyways,
all
youth
right. Well,
youth Ninja Turtle. There you go. Could have gotten
yeah,
could have
there you go.
gotten. Anyways, moving on.
Youth and Mutant Ninja Turtle. Uh, Leonardo's technique, which also
Yeah.
really quick, a Leonardo Sewer Samurai, really good card, gets thrown in a lot of random decks, either stacks or like weird Bro Storm. Because turns out, also, I want to point out the one dumb thing. Yes, you can Hermit Druid combo with this and reanimate this instead of Thassa's Oracle, and then play Thassa's Oracle from graveyard after casting all of your random creatures that would protect Oracle. Not really relevant, but yes, you can do that.
I mean, it's not a bad play.
Next
You
card,
do need the mana for it, but yeah. Yeah.
yes. Leonardo's technique. This is 4 and a white for sorcery with sneak for 1 and a white. Return 1 or 2 target creature cards, each with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is just a cheap reanimate 2 things card. It's really good value depending on the deck that you're in. This is sick. This is awesome.
No, it's great. I'm trying to think. Mm, yeah, I'd run it. It's depending on
Yeah,
the list, obviously.
this is mostly beneficial in the slower list or something that cares about self mill. So, but it can always find home.
Yeah, a lot of these technique cards, the sneak technique cards are pretty damn good. They also break the timing rules, which is kind of neat.
Yes, because actually, yeah, we didn't go over sneak.
Yeah,
For those who don't know, have we talked about a sneak card yet?
this
No.
might be
So,
the
well,
first.
other than Leonardo Super Samurai, but Leonardo Super Samurai doesn't
Oh,
really use sneak too well,
don't really
which
care about that.
is funny because he's a samurai. So yeah, he's just like, yeah, fighting with honor. I'm not gonna sneak around.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, but isn't the value the same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So for those who don't know, sneak is a new keyword from the set that says as an additional cost to cast this spell, or you may cast this spell for its sneak cost if, as an additional cost, you return an unblocked attacking creature you control to your hand during the declare blockers phase, meaning that you can cast this card as blockers are being, or after blockers have been declared,
Or undeclared in
for
this instant.
usually a
Yeah.
cheaper cost by bouncing an attacking creature. Also, for creatures with sneak, there is an additional line of text saying this enters the battlefield tapped and attacking. So for the if we go back to Leonardo's Super Samurai, it
Uh,
adds in the line. Well, it doesn't have it actually.
yeah,
Let's see. Where's the first
there
Leonardo
is
Samurai?
Leonardo Big Brother.
Yeah. Which, by the way, really funny commander and really powerful commander, and it's hilarious that it's common. But yeah, you can see on Leonardo Big Brother, same text as the other card with Sneak, but adds in he enters tapped and attacking.
Yeah. So
Um,
this is where you do the infinite foot soldier shenanigan, and then
yeah.
you just
Which
throw his ass
also
out there.
I really want to point out the hilarity of like, oh yeah, Leonardo, Big Brother. You just have him in your command zone and go, I swing with an army of 31 ones. You better block all of
Yeah.
them.
Or don't. It's up to you. Or don't. Yeah, it's funny. I kind of want to build a casual Leonardo Big Brother just to see how big we can get this guy by the time he sneaks in.
You just build a heir apparent deck. That's the rabbit that you can run any number of it in your deck, and then you make a 1/1 for every heir
Oh
apparent on
yeah,
your
yeah,
board when it
yeah.
enters.
Bro. Oh shit. We need to do Leonardo Big Brother.
You you want to know the best part? You can sneak your heir apparent with the Leonardo to bounce it to your hand, replay it to make more heir apparents.
He's not Flash though, right? But yeah.
He's not Flash.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine.
It's just like a weird engine.
Anyway, sorry. Leonardo's technique very good. Moving on. What's up, people? Tron
Yep.
Lands
Uh,
guy. It's really good. Tron Lands guy. Wonder what deck you
my
play.
my final card that I have in here is prehistoric pet.
Okay. Cute little
So
guy.
yeah, one white for a 1/2. This can't be blocked by creatures with greater power, so it has Skulk. And one and a white. Tap. Return another target creature card you control to its owner's hand. Activate only during your turn. It's a bad Sabertooth, but it's a one-cost Sabertooth, meaning you can tutor it in white with all your Ranger Captain of Eos effects. So it's if you need a combo card like this, if you're doing Village Bellringer stuff, this is another viable combo enabler with the Village Bellringer. And it's easier to find than most.
Mm. Um. Return. Yeah. This works. I think because of how it functions, the tap kind of turned me away from this, but it is cheaper than doing something like a Teamer Sabertooth line of play. If the goal is to untap all your creatures, it doesn't matter if it's like Great Oak or Village Bellringer, because you'll be able to produce the mana and untap this guy. So very effective actually, and the one cost is really easy to get to as well. I'm trying to think if there's more ways to search this too. I mean, at one CMC, your Ranger Captain can find this very easily and then
The
keep you protected.
the really threatening play is also you find it off of a Recruiter of the Guard and then play this to bounce your Recruiter of the
Hmm.
Guard every turn from here on out to just keep finding exactly what you need to
Oh,
find.
that's actually
Which is also notable because you can use this to bounce your Ranger Captain of Eos as well to keep finding all your one drops, your
yeah.
Esper Sentinels, Sarah Ascendant, all
Yeah,
that.
but let's not kid ourselves. You got the Esper Sentinel first, and then maybe
Yeah,
Prehistoric Pet came down after. But it's honestly not bad. Yeah, I mean, in that context, it's quite good because the cost is relatively cheap. The cost is super cheap.
Yeah,
It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I just want to bring up one card that wasn't discussed. I don't think it's like great. But Mighty Mutanimals right next to this. It's just an uncorked way of doing creature ETBs +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. This is just another sort of like persist thing you could do. But there's like combo applications for this. Also, when it ETBs, you create a 2/2 red mutant creature token. So there's that.
which then triggers the alliance, which then puts a counter on something.
Yeah, it's cool. It's all self fulfilling. So it is quite good. And so I mean, if you're
Which,
just base value, it's like a what 4 mana 5/3. So it's
yeah,
pretty tight. I think in a limited setting, this will be quite good. But the fact that you could keep doing that trigger for like all your bodies and just like applying those +1/+1 counters to where they're relevant is actually quite good. But there's combo applications here. It is costly, but it kind of reminds me of like a it's not quite the same thing, but like Ivy Lane Denizen is in that for CMC slot too, and does a a similar thing, but it has to be like green creatures. I forget exactly how Ivy Lane reads, but
yeah, it's when a green creature you control enters, you put a +1/+1 counter on another creature,
yeah.
which does mean Might of the Mutanimals or Mighty Mutanimals is it's an equivalent of Rosy Cotton, but it doesn't need to be a token enters. It's when any creature enters to do it.
Yeah. Is this a TIM card? Sorry, or are we talking about the pet or
Yeah,
Mutanimals?
no, Mighty Mutanimals. Because Time is remove 3 counters from a thing to return a creature from your grave to your
Hmm.
battlefield.
You know, it's funny. I've never played against a TIM. Have we ever done a live stream against a TIM?
I don't think so.
I'll take your word on it. I know people do play TIM, but I've never played TIM.
I don't know if this is a tie-in card, but it's at least a card that can combo with time. If you do have like a way to multiply the counters, this does just let you replay everything from the graveyard with tie-in. So
Yeah.
maybe it's a tie-in card.
Yeah, just wanted to bring that up for the combo potential. But guys, that's it for white. I think for us, if there's anything you guys want to discuss, it could be legendary. Otherwise, we can take a quick peek.
Eek, eek.
But other than that, we'll be moving on to blue. Well, I don't have much of anything here, so curious to hear what you
I
got.
have a handful of blue
Okay.
cards, but most of them are legendaries.
Oh, well,
Um,
that explains my pile.
yeah.
I have a bunch
Uh,
of Tommy in my local meta. Sorry.
the first is Donatello, Gadget Master.
Sorry.
Uh,
Get you guys going.
2 and a blue for 3/2 with Sneak for 1 and a blue. Whenever Donatello deals a or combat damage to a player, you create a copy of target artifact you control. Um, this is just a way to constantly get copies of important things. You can ramp with him. You can copy that really relevant artifact. It's just a good effect that we don't have a ton of.
Mm. Yeah, he's solid. I mean, yeah, you probably wouldn't want this in the CZ. It makes more sense in the 99.
Yeah.
For sure. Have done to match the fraction of our power. Oh my god, again. Vanquish the Horde. 5-color Leonardo. Oh, yeah, the 5. I'm sorry. You want to look at the 5-color Leonardo? Wait, where is he?
Oh, the choose your. He's in white. But he has
The
all 5
balance.
colors.
The balance.
Yeah, Leonardo, the balance. We can bring it up. However, we're not gonna. He's not going to be brought up as a commander in this context. So I don't know how great that's going to make him. But whenever a token enters, whenever a token you control enters, you may put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Do this only once each turn. You can pay white, blue, black, red, green. Creatures you control gain menace, trample, and lifelink until the end of the turn. In the 99, this isn't that notable. However, as a choose your character partner commander, it makes all the other turtles significantly better and splinters significantly better
Yeah.
just by virtue of giving them access to all 5 colors.
Bruh,
Um,
could haste have been one of the keywords?
yeah, if haste was one of the keywords, that would be
This
fantastic.
got to be cracked. This would be good. No offense. I think haste enabling is one of the things that's like critical if you're gonna go if the goal is to produce bodies like this top effect is kind of suggesting. You kind of want to be hasty so you can start swinging with those bodies, but that's okay. Anyways, I'm always
Uh,
underwhelmed with like the 5-color stuff we get from these sets, because it's usually just like a novelty build. No offense to
it,
Aang, or no
remember
offense
that
to Spider-Man, or no, yeah, all these.
remember, remember that Wooburg dragon from Keldheim that was also in white, and it's like pay Wooburg to put 3+1/+1 counters on it.
God, that sounds like trash. No, I don't remember.
It is.
I don't remember at all.
Yeah, no one played it. Well, the crazy thing is, it had ETB give something in indestructible counter. That was like the one, like, oh my gosh, it does such a crazy thing, but it's like, cool.
If only another
Uh,
commander. Yeah. Okay, bro. Wait, actually, are you talking about what's that girl from Amonkhet? Samut? Are you talking about Samut? She gives haste. It's not quite good enough.
Nagila also gives haste.
Ah, no.
Uh,
Oh God. Anyways.
Next, Donatello Mutant Mechanic. Uh, 3 and a blue for legendary creature Mutant Ninja Turtle with 3 power and 5 toughness. Tap. Put 3+1/+1 counters on target artifact you control. If it isn't a creature, it becomes a 0/0 robot creature in addition to its other types. Activate only as a sorcery. Now, the actual notable effect: whenever an artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, if it had counters on it, put those counters on up to one target artifact or creature you control.
Hmm.
It gives all of your artifacts modular.
Yeah.
That's what it does. So it can do like cheesy shenanigan stuff with the Ozolith. So if you're doing stuff that cares about using the Ozolith, this is another good card to toss in the 99.
Yeah. Yeah. Ozolith is just like a piggy bank for your counters, like all counters, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the way that this works with Ozolith, and if you have an Arcbound Ravager die and have Donatello and Ozolith into play, Arcbound Ravager modular triggers, puts the counters on something. Donatello puts that many counters on something, and then the rest of the counters go on Ozolith, and then Ozolith at the start of combat moves it onto something. So you just stack a lot of counters on a lot of things.
Not shabby.
Yeah, not too shabby, not too
Not
shabby.
too shabby. God, I want a
Uh,
pizza really bad now. Anyways.
next is a card that I bring up mostly for 60 card, but has some EDH potential. But this card is my favorite card just because it makes the most ridiculous sentence an actual thing that people have to say. It is Kitsune's Technique.
Oh.
This is 4 blue for an instant with Steak 1 blue. Target opponent mills half of their library rounded up. The reason why I love this card is now in modern and maybe even like vintage or legacy, if there are enough mill decks that still exist, people legitimately have to say, I'm going to keep a blocker up for your Hedron Crab.
Yo. The
For
heat.
those who don't know Hedron, it's 1
So
mana
good.
for an 0/3 with landfall. Each opponent mills, target player mills 3 cards. It's an 0/3, but now you have to keep blockers up for it, because if you don't, the Hedron Crab swings, they sneak attack the Hedron Crab back to hand, and mill 30 cards off of you.
It's pretty good. Hedron Crab by itself is pretty good.
Yeah,
But
but now it's like, oh, turn 1 Hedron Crab is significantly more terrifying. You have to block it.
you suspect the. I mean, why not?
Yeah, it's 2 mana, just like, oh yeah, you aggro me, mill 30. Get Hedron Crab punched, sucker.
Kind of love it. Kitsune Technique, you probably won't roll with it in EDH, but it's pretty effective. I mean, it has to be an opponent, sadly. I mean, it would be kind of cool
Yeah.
if you can clip yourself, but
Yeah,
that's okay.
if you could clip yourself, there's a lot more decks that this go in. Outside of this, this goes in what's his name? He's the guy that doubles up the mill that you do. He was from Jumpstart when Jumpstart initially
Yeah,
was a
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Well, it's still a thing, right? They've moved
Yeah.
on. I'm sure Jumpstart never
Well, no,
released.
we've had other Jumpstarts, but it's like the first
I
Jumpstart.
can't remember the last Jumpstart we had. Did we get one last year?
We got, I think so. But Kitsune Technique with that one commander is just mill an entire player's deck.
Yeah, Reanimator got
Um,
better. Yeah, if you have the Reanimator in hand, for sure. Bruvac.
yeah, Bruvek, that's who it was. Um, The next card I had on here, and this is also a legendary creature, and this is a legendary creature who sucks as a commander, but is really good in the 99 of some decks, including some cEDH decks. It's Mondo Gecko. One blue blue for a legendary creature lizard mutant with 2 power and 3 toughness. You may pay 1 and discard a card. Until the end of the turn, Mondo Gecko becomes a color of your choice and gains hexproof from that color. Whenever Mono Gecko deals combat damage to a player, draw a card for each color among permanents you control. This card is trash as a commander, because at best, it's going to draw you 1 for the random blue card you control, and 1 from whatever color you named off itself.
Right.
Yes, there are some cards that let you make off-color tokens, and yes, the hybrid mana rule might get changed in 6 months, but even then, this is still really bad. However, if you throw this in Thrasios Timna, this is just draw 5 cards because this becomes red and then hit somebody and you draw 5 off of it. And then Timna does Timna draw in
Right.
addition to that. So this is just a really, really powerful draw engine in a couple different. This is a really powerful draw engine in decks where your commanders are actually their color. This is crappy in Nagila, but this is really good if you actually have pips on your commanders.
Matthias is saying Sisse.
Yeah,
You can do that.
yeah,
It's still a good
yeah.
draw on Sisse.
It's very nice draws to say.
Yeah, this is kind of gnarly. I mean, I feel like the default draw engines are kind of already there. This is a slower one, but
It protects itself.
I mean
That's the crazy
that's the
part.
thing though. Yeah, as soon as it settles in, can't ask for the world. Do I wish it was just discard a card, do that effect? Yes. Um, but I
If
guess
it was discard a card to that effect, it goes in more decks because we've gotten like
bro.
2 decks recently that care about that.
Yeah, I mean the discard of a card is actually pretty legit too, depending on what your deck strategy is. So it's not the end of the world if you have to like lose a card that's stuck there. But
They have Green Goblin draw engine. Let's
yeah,
go.
yeah,
They
yeah,
have.
yeah. Yo, wait, we play Goblin. Do we add this to Green Goblin?
I mean, to be fair, this is a draw 4 because this just becomes green or white in
Yeah,
Green Goblin, and then it's just like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna
it's kind of
draw
dope.
4 on my turn and
Oh, bro,
keep
that's
going.
kind of dope. Is the back end is like the back end is not blue, right? I forget how.
It is everything but white and green.
Yeah,
It's Grixis.
it's Grixis. Still pretty damn good. Yeah, I can see Mono Gecko slotting into a few decks. It's just a draw engine. Remember when you said blue doesn't have effective draw beyond Ristic and Mystic?
Yeah,
Just the other week.
to be fair, I do still stand by that because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
blue by itself, if you exclude Ristic Study and Mystic Remora, blue draws like 6 cards with like 3 draw engines over the span of the game.
Mhm.
Because Fairy Mastermind rarely draws cards, but it still draws cards somewhat
What's the
consistently.
one that
Uh,
connives the
oh, the
Ledger
Leisure Shredder.
Shredder?
Leisure Shredder lets you fix your hand, but it doesn't really draw you
Right.
cards. The new Owl that's Archivist of Ogma. Archivist of Ogma doesn't draw you anything. The Owl does the exact same. Um, Blue just doesn't. Blue requires more cards in hand to function because Blue needs their hand to actually push their game plan. But all of Blue's draw engines are kind of subpar. They don't have like really massive cheap burst.
Yeah.
Mondo Gecko though is a nice inclusion, but I wouldn't call it a blue draw card purely because you need other colors to make it work.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
it's still a really good
yeah,
draw
even by
effect.
itself, it's not horrible. Like a rummage, discard one, draw two, just every turn is it's not horrible. Polywog Prodigy crying in the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, the issue with Polywog Prodigy is if you don't get it turn 1, everybody already plays their 0 cost stuff, and then it's like, oh yeah, what do you draw, Polywog Prodigy? Oh, you evolved once, and now if somebody plays a 1 drop, you draw. Great. It's still a fine draw engine. Blue still has draw engines. The issue is like outside of Ristic, Blue has trouble drawing more than like 2 or 3 cards a turn, and that's what makes Blue really strong is having a consistent way to refill the hand.
Mono Gecko.
Yeah, Mondo Gecko,
Yeah,
good
okay.
card, cool card. Next card is Ray Fillet, Wave Warrior.
Oh,
We
sorry.
got 2 Ray Fillets, which also, by the way, best name, most fun name to say in this entire set. Ray Fillet.
Oh, that can he's holding comes up later. I mean, that's not the same can. Or maybe it
It's a
is.
different can. That's a mutagen can. Whereas the other one's an explosive can.
We like the explosive
Um,
can, though.
don't kick the can.
No.
Uh, but Ray Fillet is a 2 and a blue for a 0/2 flyer with evolve. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card.
More draw.
Depending on the deck, this is really good. If you have a deck that cares about spreading +1/+1 counters around, this is an amazing draw engine.
Yeah, anything from TMNT, realistically.
Yeah.
If you want +1/+1 manipulation. Sorry, Marath. Not for you. Why is he not a warrior, though?
Last card in blue.
Oh, yeah, it is a little awkward. The Wave Warrior is a fish mutant.
Yeah, he's a wave warrior, but he's a fish mutant.
Yeah, he's a Wave Warrior by name only. He's really a pacifist at art, okay? This poor guy with his toxins. That's it for blue. I have nothing to add to blue. It's interesting. Blue used to get all the shit, and now it's not. And I don't mind seeing it.
Blue got Mondo Gecko.
Blue got Mondo Gecko. Mondo Gecko is actually
unironically is actually a really good card
it's
in
pretty legit.
certain decks.
It's actually pretty legit. Blue has a lot of burst draw, but either requires a lot of mana or 3 cantrips. Yeah, nothing consistent like green does. Green does get some fat draw.
Yeah.
I think
Green has massive draw equal to power or draw off having a big board. Red has really good hand reset effects like Wheel of Fortune. White doesn't have anything, but they have Esper Sentinel and Archivist Bogma, so they at least aren't crying too hard in the corner.
Yeah, we ain't using Archivist though.
And Black has all of the rest. Black has every draw 30 card effects.
I got a few black cards. Like speaking of Black's eating pretty well here.
Yeah, Black is eating very well.
Yeah, but speaking of blue, before we move on, if there's anything from blue you guys want to talk about, let us know, and we'll jump back.
I wasn't gonna.
Sorry.
The other thing, and last stream we had this whole conversation, but I'm just gonna kind of reiterate it.
Oh.
Blue is the only color that does not really advance their game plan or strengthen themselves by yes, gibbous lizard. The dumb lizard button meme. Blue is the only color that purely advances their game plan by having cards in hand. Blue does not really care about the board because blue does not have a lot of ways of flooding the board with tokens or random creatures. Blue does care about having a lot of creatures with Biden of Thassa's style effects, but they don't have a way to generate the creatures to make them too relevant most of the time. There are effects that do it, but they're far and few in between. However, green really cares about its board. Black really cares about its board because you can sack them. White really cares about its board because they have effects that care about the number of creatures you control, and they care about like having things enter and flicker things and yada yada yada. And red doesn't really care about its board, but red cares about its graveyard. Black cares about its graveyard. White cares about its graveyard, and green cares about its graveyard. Blue does not give a crap about their graveyard. The only thing I've had anybody say is like, "Oh, blue does care about their graveyard. What about Delve?" And I'm like, there are 2 Delve cards that people play in the entire game, and both of them just draw. Which goes to my point of Blue's whole thing is they want to draw.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how I feel like that's coincidental. I mean, those Delve effects are okay. What is it, like Treasure Cruise and the extra turn one? Or no, you can do Dig Through Time.
Yeah, Dig Through Time is the one that I forgot about, but it's a Treasure Cruise and it's
There's I feel like there's an extra turn one. Surveillance Cam though. I have it on the screen now.
It's a Temporal Trespass is the
extra
turn. But
Temptress.
Blue Delve, Dig Through Time and Temporal Trespass. Dig Through Time was the it's Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise were the 2 I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's I guess reason enough.
But
for all the mill blue gets,
it's not like you're throwing that into every single blue deck.
Yeah. But yeah, Retraction Helix can do stuff with the Surveillance Cam for sure. Are we gonna talk about Foot Chopper next?
Soon. There's one card I have before a Foot Chopper.
I'm joking.
And that is Bebop Skull and Crossbones. Which has partnered with Rocksteady Mutant Marauder. And we are going to talk about both. So we're jumping to green temporarily. But first, we're going to read Bebop. One and a black for a legendary creature, Boar Mutant with 2 power, 1 toughness, and death touch, and partner with Rocksteady Mutant Marauder. For those who don't remember everything that Partner with does, when this creature enters the battlefield, target player may put Rocksteady into their hand from the library, then shuffle. So in the 99, this finds the other card, so it's a draw. Um, then, the relevant effect of this card is whenever Bebop deals combat damage to a player, you may draw X cards, where X is the number of counters on Bebop. If you do, lose X life. So, Bebop cares about getting counters on Bebop to draw you a handful of cards, which, depending on your deck, is really relevant. Now, usually, if you want counters on things, you're going to be playing in green, and guess what Rocksteady's in? Green. So Rocksteady is 2 and a green for a 3/3 trampler that has partner with Bebop. Whenever another non-token creature you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. So swarm the board with things and you get counters on Bebop. He's a good way to get counters on Bebop. Bebop draws you Rocksteady, which means that either one of them finds you draw or finds you ways to get more counters on your creatures, which in a counter deck is amazing. If you're playing a +1/+1 counter deck and are in green and black, these two are kind of an auto include now because they either give you a way to turn creatures into more counters with which with hard and scale effects can be a lot of counters very quickly,
Yeah.
or give you a ton of draw.
Love a rhino with a
They're
job. Yeah. Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
he's technically yeah. I don't know if mutant's a job, but he's technically Loxodon.
Yeah, well, I mean, well, no, Loxodon are elephants, though. Is there a rhino?
Oh,
We
I
talked
don't know.
we talked about this before. Are you referencing a past stream, Galix? We talked about how we appreciate when animals have jobs and are
Yeah, it's
bipedal
like
because of it.
what's a leonin? It's a cat with a job. What's a Loxodon? It's a cat with a job. Or
It's
it's
a
an elephant with a job.
yeah. Yeah, you can find Rocksteady first even, like, which might even be the better approach, I guess, right? Because that way the other dude comes in with a counter, but you probably want to be able to swing with the dude prior to the dude. So either way, it works out really well.
They're
Yeah.
just both really good cards if you're in a +1/+1 counter deck, and one finds the other. So they're amazing.
Yeah, good. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if it was a reference. That's so funny, dude. That was the dumbest conversation.
I,
Animals with jobs.
yeah, it's quotable. It's a quotable
Yeah.
conversation.
But no,
Uh,
I like that you brought them up. I didn't really think about them in the 99, but you're right. They're actually quite good together.
they are so good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're awesome. Uh, Next, the card you brought up, Foot
Bro,
Chopper.
I was joking about Foot
I
Chopper. I was joking about Foot
I
Chopper.
lost my mind when I saw this card printed
Pretty
because
good.
well, let's read it first. So, Foot Chopper is 1 and a black for an artifact equipment that equips for 2. When this enters, you create a 1/1 black ninja creature token and attach this to it. The equipped creature has flying. Whenever the equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice it. If you do, draw cards equal to its power. So, this is just on base 2 mana, deal a damage to an opponent and draw a card.
Okay.
And then it gives you both evasion and a draw engine that cares about having things with power, and it's a reusable draw engine.
Yeah.
This is basically a weird skull clamp that cares about you having big things because you just go, I equip this to my 7/7, swing, sack it, draw 7 cards, do the same thing next turn over and over and over again. This is so good. And the worst part is, this is a better version of a card that already exists that was on the cusp of being good enough,
It was
which is
the
Helm of or Mask of Gristlebrand,
yeah, yeah.
which for those who don't know, that's a 1 black for an equipment that equips for 3, gives flying and lifelink, and when that creature dies, not when it deals combat damage, you may sack it. When that creature
Bro.
dies, you may draw cards equal to its power
Yeah.
and lose life equal to its
Angelus,
power.
Angelus knows what's up. Yes. Yargle Multani. Yes. This is Yargle Multani, baby.
Yes,
it's,
it's so good.
it's quite
Like,
good, yeah. I like that
if
it's
you are playing
oh sorry. So I like that it's equal to its power and not like damage dealt, because the way it reads you'd think like, oh, you did damage to a thing, you gain draw relevant to the like the damage dealt. You just need to connect. And Will's right. So like the evasion here, this is quite good. I kind of overlooked it because I'm thinking like what list realistically wants this, but like if you just throw this down for a quick draw, that's fine. But if your deck utilizes just consequently big shit, like you're gonna get to draw a lot. You're gonna get to
This
draw a
is
lot.
just a draw engine.
Yeah, it's actually quite good. It's actually quite good. I mean, you could also just bulk up the ninja. Like, no joke. Like, if you're in Golgari and you just have like buff spells, like, why not throw a 5/5?
No. Ignore Golgari. Just cast Hatred on the ninja and draw 40 cards. Pay 39 life, give him plus 39 plus O.
Yeah, so Yargle should join the Foot Clan. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, yeah, it's good. It's such a stupid card, but it's kind of good.
It's so stupid, but the card itself is such a brutal draw engine because it's
Yeah.
like, what do you do? Well, Skull Clamp is every single turn you can pay 1 mana to functionally draw 2 cards, but this is every turn you pay 2 mana only once, but then draw however many. Because in a Voltron deck, this is just, oh yeah, I'm gonna equip that Ornithopter I played last turn with a Foot Chopper and like 2 other equipment. And I'm gonna draw 21 cards on it.
Yeah,
When
just
it
to
connects.
just to highlight it, because we used Massive Grizzlebrand in a recent list. It was not good. Every time we saw it in our hand, it was like, we don't have time for this shit. But I would actually make time for a Foot Chopper. Get to the foot. Get to the Foot Chopper. Yeah.
Foot to the chopper.
Get to the Foot Chopper. Anyways, is Game Over on your list? Just so we don't skip over it.
Game Over is not on my list, but you can go over
just briefly. It's a board wipe that will likely be 3 mana. Just depending on the game, the nature of the game. Like if you know that the big beaters swing around or people use life as a resource often, like you have a pretty cheap way to effectively kill the board. 3 mana is like the cheapest we've seen for a wipe. Like just a plain wrath that's the cheapest plain wrath.
The only reason why I didn't have it on my list is because a lot of the time people will stay over 20 unless they go down to like 5, but then the game is over if they go down that low.
Mm-hmm.
Like they already won.
Gibbs, I can agree with that. I think that it probably has more applications elsewhere, but I do think that it's just notable as a cheap wrath. I don't know how many people run like normal wraths in a casual setting, but this feels like a maybe potential better alternative. I know Blasphemous Act is maybe like the go-to splashy kill everything spell, but
I did make an under $20 Azorius deck that runs 20 wraths and can double cast all of them, so it technically 40 wraths in one deck.
Okay. Well, I got one more for the pile.
You got one more.
Foot Chopper.
Unfortunately, Azorius.
Oh, sorry. Foot Chopper just feels like greater good with more hurdles. Yeah, I mean you need to discard cards with greater good, which isn't like the end of the world, but
it's a 2 mana greater good that cantrips though and gives you evasion. So like,
yeah,
agreed. But giving black greater good is so sweet.
Yeah, Angelus, I think you're right. We usually, if you guys are new to the channel, we usually cover cards for like competitive purposes, but we're a little bit more lax about that. I just like bringing up cards that have combo potential and are notable for being like a long-term effect that's just revised. You know what I mean? Like anytime we see a new tutor, for instance, which we'll actually be talking about one here.
Yeah.
I just bring it up. All right.
Well, my next card is Ninja Teen, and this is another class.
Dude, I like Ninja Teen a lot.
It's so good. It's so good. Like it has a lot of utility, but
enchantment young class, enchantment youth class. Sorry.
It is 2 in black for an enchantment class that on level 1 says whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. Note, it's not dies, it leaves the battlefield, but it's another Blood Artist effect. However, it's not target, so it doesn't trigger Forsaken Miner, and you don't gain the life, so you can't use some of the other things that you'd usually use for a Blood Artist line. So, it's another Blood Artist with a little bit limited
caveat. However, yeah. It's also one more to start, but whatever.
It does go infinite with flickers as well, and it does go infinite with bounces, which the other ones don't usually do. So, 6 of one, a dozen of, like, 2 and 6 of one, a dozen of the other, however that saying goes.
Sure.
And then level 2, for weirdly 1 and a black, so this is a pretty cheap level up, and it's creatures you control get +1. Oh, so it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. That's the saying. Creatures you control get +1/+0 menace. A pretty decent anthem.
Hmm.
One attack is nice. Menace is crazy because that's a lot of evasion to a lot of creatures. Pretty good.
Yeah, the
Especially
foot
if you,
chopper's gonna the foot chopper's gonna
yeah.
draw one more today, babe. Oh yeah.
But Menace is specific really good if cards you have if some of your cards have sneak. Level 3, pay a black. Creature cards in your graveyard have sneak for 2 and a black.
Three and a black.
You
But
may cast creature spells from your graveyard using their sneak ability. So, your graveyard is your hand. In addition to the fact that you can do a lot of crazy stuff here, because you can go, oh, I'm gonna bring back my Sun Titan with sneak, and Sun Titan's gonna bring back something else, and then I'm gonna bring back something else with sneak, bouncing Sun Titan, and then that thing's gonna enter, and so on and so on and so on.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
There's combo lines that you can set up. There's a lot of BS that you can set up when you sneak something that's going to trigger the first effect, dealing damage to each opponent. And I do want to point out sneak is a casting cost, so this does work around cost reduction stuff. This is potentially a card that makes Xur control significantly better for those who've been trying to make Xur control like Staxy Xur a thing again, because at any point you can just go I attack with Xur. I find Ninja Teen or yeah, Ninja Teen, and I'm gonna pay 3. I'm at the final effect. I'm gonna sneak out this thing. And best part is you can attack with Xur, and then actually no, because you can only level up at sorcery speed. Never mind. I was gonna say you can
Yeah.
attack with Xur, get this out immediately, level 3, and then bounce Xur to
Bro,
reanimate something, but nah.
I
But
wish, man. I wish this ain't that kind of
yeah,
game. This ain't that kind of game. I like the inverse pyramid cost from 3 to
yes,
2 to 1 to 4. Ignore that.
yeah,
No, it's good. It's good for all the reasons Will mentioned. Menashe is nothing to scoff at either. I mean, I mostly had it down for the top effect, if I'm being honest.
yeah. Oh yeah, the top effect is just another blood artist, and it's
Yeah.
blood artist with bonuses.
Into it.
Next I have Shark Shredder Killer Clone.
Yeah, I think there's a card that illustrates the clonage as well.
Yeah.
But we're not worried about that.
So for those who don't know Shark Shredder, which by the way, he has a pretty sick alt art as well.
Oh, we look at that now.
4 mana for a legendary creature, Shark Octopus Ninja with 4 power, 4 toughness, sneak for 3 black black, and first strike. Whenever Shark Shredder deals combat damage to a player, put up to 1 target creature card from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It enters tapped and attacking that player. So the way this works is since it has first strike, it does cheat in a thing, and then it hits on normal strike. Weird ruling thing that is relevant for people. If a first strike creature misses the opportunity to do first strike damage, instead they do normal strike damage. So if Shark Shredder pulls out a first strike creature with the reanimate effect, it will deal normal strike damage on the second phase when it can deal normal strike damage. Um, Weird ruling that pops up with this, but however, this is just it's a 4 mana 4/4 that can reanimate something from your opponent's grave every turn. Useful in a lot of niche decks.
Yeah, we just need like the inverted entomb. Let me just find something in your deck and put it in your trash or graveyard. There's nothing that does that.
No, it's always exile.
God, I would love that. I would love that actually. Anyways. Sorry, Shark Shredder. To the 99 with you.
If you want to apologize to Shredder, then you can apologize to Shredder's technique.
Yeah.
It's 2 and a black for a sorcery that has sneak for a black, and it says destroy a creature or enchantment. If an enchantment was destroyed this way, you lose 2 life. This is just 1 black kill an enchantment.
That's great.
If you have like a creature that makes its way through, and even if you don't, it's still like on par with most other enchantment removal. And I do want to point out, because I don't think we've actively said this yet, sneak is really not a cost in a lot of decks. In a lot of decks, it's pure upside, because it's just, oh, cool ETB effect. sneak it back, cool ETB effect again.
Right.
So
Right. The same list is likely not using ad nauseum. Okay, it's a great effect.
yeah,
A lot of the sneak cards have a higher regular CMC, but
yeah.
we're gonna ignore that. I might be forgot you do commanders at the end. And no, Angelus, yeah, we're gonna do a separate tier list for the legends from this set. We are mentioning some legends that go well into the 99, but we could just bring up Madame Null for a second. I do like Madame Null a lot, Angelus.
And
We can jump back to
I thought about having Madame Null on my list purely because
that. Good.
she's also really good in the 99.
Yeah.
We can talk about her just because
Yeah.
cool card is cool.
Cool card's
Uh,
cool. You wanna jump
two and
back?
a black.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we can jump back. 2 and a black for a legendary creature, Demon Advisor, with 1 power and 3 toughness and Death Touch. Whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield, you may pay life equal to that creature's power. If you do, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. So basically, your big boys are double the big. Um, Really good card. Lets you stack a lot of counters really quickly, and for decks that care about that, it's really useful. Really good in Powers Matters decks. Really good in Lifelinker decks because hey, you make those big Lifelinkers even bigger. Really cool card that has a lot of flexibility in a lot of things. Adding another color makes her significantly better, so she's pretty good in the 99. Also, she's a demon, not a devil, which I'm like, okay, that's another thing for Liliana's Pact or whatever the card is, that if you control 4 devils with different names, you win the game or something like that, or target opponent loses the game.
Is canonically, is she technically a demon? I don't know either. Is she youth or elder? Anyways,
I
is
feel
that
like the demons are pretty long-lived, so probably elder. Um, my next actual card was a Southwind Advisor.
okay? Cool. Okay, I have that one. That's
Yeah,
cool.
this
That's
is
good.
just weird blood artist.
Yeah.
3 and a black for a creature snake spirit avatar with 3 power and 4 toughness and death touch. Whenever another creature you control dies, gain life equal to its toughness. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life.
What?
So this lets you combo with a couple different things because there's effects that just make it so that whenever an opponent loses life, you gain life. There are 2 cards that do that to be more specific. But also, this just gains you a lot of life, lets you turn life gain into burn, and it is the life gain, so whenever a creature dies, you burn your opponents. So, basically, Blood Artist. Uh, Good card.
Yeah.
Good card is good.
Twice the cost
Also,
of the artisan, but still.
also works really well with other Blood Artists, because if you have, like, Blood Artist and Zulaport Cutthroat in play, when a creature dies, this does 3 damage to each opponent, and then the other 2 also deal 1 damage, so that's 5 damage off a creature dying.
Yeah, eat your heart out, Aang.
Yeah,
You're not the only avatar in town.
yeah.
It's okay.
Next, the card that everybody's seen and
Oh
every
my
cEDH player is
god.
100% going to buy. Splinter's
Oh,
Technique.
I need the technique. Teach me, Splinter. It's a really shitty tutor. Will, why would you play this? Oh, you're
Unless
okay. Okay.
sneak for 1 and a black, and then return that Rograk that you played on turn 1 back to your hand, and then just Demonic Tutor.
Yep, pretty clean tutor. Obviously we're not all playing Rock Rack / something else that's in black, but this will go well with any deck that just drops bodies early on, and you'll get in over on someone, and then you just have another DT.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rog, pretty much Rog got a new DT. But I mean, there are other decks that'll probably use Splinter's technique.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I mean, any deck with enough dorks is probably fine with using this, because it's like, oh, you run Diabolic Intent. Well, what if you Diabolic Intent but just bounce the thing instead of sacking the thing? Okay.
I do like that Diabolic Intent could be paid for by the burb or by the elf. So
Yeah.
there's that, but unless it has vigilance.
Yeah, there's some dorks with vigilance, I was gonna say.
Yeah, they're ready. They're learning the technique. They're really applying themselves. Anyways,
I have a one more card on my list for black, and it is a legendary. And this is just a card that I'm like, wow, this is surprisingly scarier than you'd actually think when you do the math. And it's Super Shredder. It's a 1 and a black for a legendary creature, mutant ninja human, with 1 power, 1 toughness, and Menace. Whenever another permanent leaves the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on Super Shredder. So it's not just you, and it's everybody.
It's kind of gnarly,
It's not
dude.
just you, it's
I
everybody,
really want
and
to.
it's permanent.
Yeah, I really want to like just drop this. Like, you just turn one this out, and then you just watch people crack fetch lands and stuff. It's like he's gonna get big really fast.
They're cracking fetches, they're cracking treasures, they're
Cracking brews.
tossing stuff around. Some people are removing things here and there. Some in casual people flicker things, and then that's also permanents leaving the battlefield.
Dude, it's kind of gnarly. I feel like you would you want this in the 99 necessarily, or
I would not put this as the commander. Like
I
I
would
know that
screw I would mess with this. It just seems
my thing
fun.
is I'm like you can get it out really fast as a commander, and Black has gotten power matter stuff like get to the foot chopper.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, this
Um,
is the oh shit, he was made for the foot chopper. This man was
I was
made for the
born
foot
for the foot chopper, molded by it. That's what mutated me. I took one too many rides on the foot
Yes,
chopper.
yes. It's the super and the shredder. Drop this and put a salt suit on him and watch the chaos ensue.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I don't know, man. This is another one. I want to make that common Leo, and I want to make this a mythic super
Yeah.
shredder. I want to make all the stupid shit from this set. Did we get anything cEDH truly cEDH worthy from this set? Like,
I think there's like one commander that's truly cEDH, but I can't remember
truly.
which one it was.
Truly, that's a fragrance we're coming out with next month. Truly cEDH.
Truly
Yes, it
cEDH.
smells just like your LGS. Yeah,
Cavalanche.
all of the tournaments you've ever been to, it smells just like that. Um, Super Shredder, like it, love it, leave it. It's up to you. But that's it for
Yep.
Black. I will actually cut everything that I liked. If there's anything you guys want to discuss, Swiftomize, anything, let us know.
I will really quickly just say this is specifically as a legendary creature, but you'd like this. Look up the mental misstep. Oh, there's a different art for mental misstep. Hold
Oh,
up.
yeah. I'll put that on the screen.
Is there? Is there? Oh,
Brah.
huh. Neat.
Brah. Oh, there's a. Oh, did this ship already sail?
Secret lair. Neat.
Yeah, that's kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie, I like the. I mean, it's $200. It's $200. I like the Phyrexian one. That's what I was gonna say, but holy shit, that's expensive. Maybe go for the
I'm
turtle
gonna.
one then. That's the only cEDH thing. Oh. Thanks. You got you got a reprint of Mental Misstep this set. Secret Lairs in March. Cool. Get to the foot chopper. I do think foot chopper cEDH in a way.
It will be a Yargle Montani card.
Bruh,
Yeah,
it's not replacing the skull
the
clamp in many a list, but you know.
the cEDH the card that's actually going to see cEDH players is Splinter's Technique, just because it's another diabolic intent. One commander that is going to be on your funny dumb commanders list, Patrick, is Casey Jones, Asphalt Hooligan. I don't know if you've seen this card, but
Wait,
this is the
no.
most this is the most political red card we've ever had, and I want you to read it. I want you to read it, Patrick.
Wait, I will. I have a very expensive treasure token I wanted to shout out. It's like the New Year's one.
Oh yeah, I know. I think I know you're talking about.
How
It's
do
the Golden Tree, I think.
Yeah, I just want to look up the art. Yeah, I have the money tree. Sorry, we're talking about needlessly expensive cards. I just want to know how much my treasure token's worth now, because I have like the treasure token of it was like a Chinese New Year one. Oh my god, it doesn't matter. But I bought it. I think I paid like $60 for like a gem mint 10. Cracked it out of the case. Definitely left a little bit of an imprint on it from the cracking. But yeah, I spent way too much on that card. Well, it's
It
costing.
is the Lunar New Year 2018 treasure token.
How much is it?
$218 right now.
Cool. Mine. I think they would classify it as damaged, so it's maybe like $100.
But I would like you to read Casey Jones, Asphalt Hooligan, as another dumb commander for you.
Let's see here. You would like to Submit this as dumb
Yeah,
commander.
this goes in with the Leo and the Super Shredder.
2 generic and a red. 2/2 body human berserker. Double strike. You can also pay for double Casey Jones's power until end of turn. Any player may activate this ability. Well, I don't know how petty people are feeling, but you could probably knock someone out quickly with that.
You can just be like, hey, he's the threat, right? I'm gonna attack him with Casey. Does anyone want to buff him? Oh, in response to you buffing him, I'm gonna give him +3/+0 and trample until the end of the turn. So it's gonna double to 10. So that's a 10 double strike trample. Do you want to also pay? Oh, you also want to pay. Okay, you're dead. Take 40.
4 is a lot. I think you definitely need to read the room and just be like, hey, are we all in on this?
Yeah, well, it's like you all agree that guy's the problem. Let's work together on this one.
Slicer card. It's Casey Jones' slicer.
Casey's like a weird slicer card. It's like
Did we pass Ravenous Robots? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I'll look it up. No, it's in red. It's in red. We'll get to it.
Okay. Did I have that on my list? I did not.
Not I, sir.
We will cover that when we get there, though. My first actual red card, though, is Cool But Rude.
Cool but rude.
So, 1 red. Whenever you attack, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. A little bit of hand fixing every turn. Kind of nice. Level 2, 1 red. Whenever you discard a card, this deals 2 damage to each opponent. That can kill people. Like, that is not, because it's not whenever you discard 1 or more cards. If you discard 7 off Wheel of Fortune, that's 14 damage to everybody.
I like Casey's a finisher in Electro. Yeah, I guess so. But,
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still with you on cool but rude. I don't know why the screen flicked there for you guys.
Finally, for 1 red, when it becomes level 3, you gamble. You search for a card and then discard a card at random.
It's interesting.
So it's just 2 mana for hand fixing. That becomes a potential win con/burn. That becomes a tutor, probably for a card that sets up that potential win con through burn. Not bad.
It's cool, dude. But it's a little rude.
Yeah.
Cool but rude is a Zerzoff card. Faithless Looting, deal 4 damage. If I rebuild Canland or Dredge, I'll be testing Cool but rude. Cool but rude is lethal.
I mean,
lethal in winter. For lethal in winter.
Yeah, with winter, it's that's the one that's your opponents have reduced hand size for every card type in your graveyard.
Yeah, let me see if I can find them.
Yeah, it's gonna be good in Norman as well.
Winter Misanthropic Guide.
You know what would love Cool but Rude but can't use it? Unctus.
Yeah. Poor
The
Octus.
blue guy.
Good in Norman. It's good everywhere.
Yeah.
Damn. Winter Misanthropic. Thank you. Yeah. We got him. We built that deck. It was okay. It was no Norman Oswald. That shit was cracked. Shit was fucking. Shit was great. Anyways.
Norman Oswald. He's a business tycoon that turns into a gnomish inventor.
Honestly, I really liked Electro from that set too. Those were some fun builds.
Yeah.
That from the Spider-Man set.
It turns out just saying like I have enough mana to cast a big dumb thing works.
It's good enough. Yeah. It's a pretty loaded gun. Anyway, cool but rude covered.
Next card I had is Electric Seaweed. This is a 2 red for a 0/4 creature plant wall with Defender and haste. And it says when this creature enters until the end of the turn, whenever another creature dies, this creature does 1 damage to each non-wall creature. This also has tap deal 1 damage to any target. So this kills a 1/1, which then does 1 damage to everything, killing another 1/1, dealing 1 damage to everything, killing that 2/2, dealing 1 damage to everything, so on and so on and so on. It's Red Massacre Girl. It's just another board wipe in red, and this one's searchable as a creature, and also is just a pinger afterwards. So
yeah. I mean, it's also searchable off of the Imperial Recruiter too, right? It's power.
Yeah,
it's pretty easy to find. It's not bad.
Yeah. My next card is Fast forward, Leonardo, Donatello. Fast forward, Raphael, Michelangelo. That was the theme song for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fast Forward, the cartoon series. Um, it is 4 and a red for sorcery. This costs 1 less for each opponent you've attacked this turn. Goad all creatures your opponents control. We've had this on 6, I think, for a while, and now we have it on not only 5, but technically 2.
That's not bad.
That's a leap. That is that is a significantly power crept card.
Yeah, I was looking at this. I was thinking to myself, like, it's pretty effective goad. But in my head, I'm like, there's got to be a cheaper one. But sorry if you're hearing my phone bleep and buzz.
Oh,
Uh,
yes, Gibbous. Fast, like, the intro song Fast Forward was terrible because it was just them saying what happened that got the turtles to the future and then just going fast forward while naming out the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's awful, but I love it because it's awful.
let's see here. This level was bad in game. Yeah, yeah. No real thoughts on this one. I mean, goad is fine.
Yeah, Goat's just a thing people care about. It's the best Goat card yet, I think. Uh, it's good. It's good for the decks that care for it.
Is this the card we felt might be AI? Hard one Jeet. I'm just looking at it. That was the concern. Has Kim Sokol done other art for us? What does Kim Sokol's art look like?
Oh, he's done a couple.
Yeah,
He's been around.
he's on Game Over too. No, these look
Been
good.
around before,
These look good.
just like you.
These look legit.
Yeah,
You gotta go. Try to go far
but does
back.
it look legitty?
Just local jitty. Undercover Butler. Sorry, take that shit. I guess I see what you're saying. I think I know what they're trying to capture with like the outlining of the Jeet. Um, what is it called? It's called like blooming. Like the sort of light when it wraps around a metal
Yeah.
edge, it sort of has that sort of white sheen. Um,
Yeah,
I can see maybe where you're coming from. It looks legit to me. Excuse me.
yeah.
At any rate, this is
Uh,
not a card we need to discuss. This was brought up way
Correct.
earlier.
Next card to discuss though is improved arsenal, or sorry, improvised arsenal.
Yeah, I could have just
Uh,
started there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
1 in a red for an artifact equipment that equips for a red. The equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. Oh, so it's cranial plating in red, which is that's pretty nice. That's a nice effect. You can also pay 4 in a red and create a token that's a copy of this equipment. So it's a printable cranial plating, which is already a good card, and a card people have been running in Rakdos decks specifically so that they could use red artifacts cranial plating. This is a good card.
Is there different art for it? Oh, you okay? Stretch it out. I mean, it's pretty legit. I like that there's a slice of
It's an improvised
pizza.
arsenal. It's an improvised arsenal that's always golf clubs and hockey sticks and baseball bats. Never anything else. It's just
Does anyone have a
improvised.
Does anyone have a pizza count for this set yet? Just like the slices of pizza hidden in the images.
That'd be funny.
Well, I mean, I need a pizza. I love a pizza count. If someone could work on that, please. But there's a slice of pizza in the cabinet there. Just want to point that
Yeah,
out. Should I be rebuilding Flame War aristocrat scraps?
maybe. Flame War does mad work, so
Could be dope.
possibly.
You know, I almost put improvised arsenal in, but I should have. It's actually quite good. Is
My
Jenica's
next
technique next for you?
Jenica's technique was potentially on my list, but I didn't put it in. But we can cover it purely because it's actually really interesting.
It's pretty
Uh,
good. It's pretty good, bro.
it
Because
is
you're bouncing the thing that would get schwacked anyways, right? You're shocking
yes,
every creature.
it it is potentially the best card that works with sneak. Because it protects the one thing that you don't want dead. Um, Jenica's technique. 2 in a red for an instant that deals 2 damage to each creature and has sneak for red. So you just bounce that random 1/1 that you don't want dead, and then you can replay it after the 2 damage is dealt.
Yeah. It also happens to be
Pretty
instant
durable.
speed by itself. Like you could actually effectively use this as a Clasm, right? Clasms are 2 across the board, right? Yeah.
So Pyroclasm itself is 2, but all the other ones are 3.
Okay.
So it's on base cost, and Pyroclasm is a sorcery, whereas this is an instant.
I think this is good all
Um,
over. I really like Jenika's technique. It's like it's offering you a bit of protection. It's cost reduced to 1, which
yeah,
1 for 2 damage all around is a lot, and you can probably catch some people off guard for anything that blocks, and anything that does get blocked and takes damage this turn, you could subsequently do the rest of the damage with this. It's not bad. I mean, mind you, that thing that's attacking needs to survive. There's a few caveats here.
yeah. It is
Hey, Rusty.
it is just a fiery cannonade with a lot of upside, though.
Yeah, I like Jenka's technique quite a bit. I think all of these sneak technique cards are quite good. Rafts
There
included.
is also the one thing, and I do want to stipulate this specifically for the red cards. Every sneak card that can go in Godo has the ability to reset Godo in case your combo gets bricked. So if you have backup lines for Godo, you can use those.
Yeah, it's actually
So
pretty dope.
keep it in mind. Uh, Next, let's see. I have a card that I have in here, also as a Godo card, but a couple other decks. This is Manhole Missile. 1 in a red. For an instant, deal 3 damage to target creature. You may put a card from your hand onto the bottom of your library. If you do, draw a card. We have another card that is literally the exact same line of or wall of text, exact same cost, exact same card type. It's the literal same exact card. It just has a different name. The reason why you run this card in a couple decks is because in Godo, if you draw Helm of the Host and Hammer of Nazan, you want them in the deck. You don't want them in your hand. This lets you reset them. Same thing with Gale, Thousand Year Storm, and a couple other combos like Protean Hulk. You don't always want the cards in your hand. So this is just a good way to go. Nope, didn't want to draw that.
And dude, Rusty, good luck, and may you have patience. I'm sure you'll find some magic product for TMNT, hopefully at MSRP and locally, right? But good luck with that. There's a couple of things you can buy for this. There's the commander product. There's obviously the main set, and then there's like a pizza box, like multiplayer special product. That would be a fun one to fool with. But yeah, the commander decks should be easy to get into. Or I'm sure you can build some 60 card decks too that you guys can fool with. I would just advise buying a booster box, and if you're relearning the game, it might be difficult, but it would be fun to just do like different sealed, like burn sealed drafts. There's guides on different ways you could play sealed between 2 people and make it fun, or draft between 2 people and make it fun. Sorry. Is that a Rakdos
Yeah,
Grenzo card? 2026.
Grenzo Dungeon Warden, yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I guess so. It is Grenzo tech.
Yeah.
It's really good. And I'm with Will on the it replaces itself, which is really nice. It does 3 damage. It's just it's really
Well,
packed.
it doesn't replace itself because you go down 2 cards in hand and go up
Yeah,
1.
the one
So
you put away replaces itself. It's a bolt
yeah,
otherwise for 1 more, but in the common slot, it's pretty good, and it's a good way to cycle through stuff you just don't need. I say cycle. That's
yeah,
technically how cycle functions, but you got what I mean.
yeah. It's hand fixing.
It's hand fixing. Yeah.
Next, what I think is probably the worst like sneak functionality card in the set, but is still a really good card purely by what it does. Raphael's Technique.
I like Raph's technique, bro.
4, yeah, 4 red, red, red for an instant with sneak for 2 in a red, and it says each player may discard their hand and draw 7 cards.
Awkward.
So the reason why this is the worst sneak effect in the entire game is you bounce the thing from your board to your hand and then discard it. So you lose that thing you bounce, meaning that this is really bad with Rograk because you're gonna have to replay Rograk for 2, not 0. So you have to bounce something that is not something you actually care about because you're basically sacking it.
It is an awkward sneak effect. I mean, unless what you're putting to hand really wants to go into your graveyard, or it has flash. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's notable because it's another wheel effect. The fact that it's a May is awkward. So you don't really get the disruption there. But refilling someone's hand by 7, if the person is like down to 4 cards and wants to keep, that's telling. But otherwise, it's kind of a unique wheel. We get new wheels every now and then. This one's okay. Just sneak off a token creature. Yeah, you could do that too. I mean, provided it goes unblocked. Yeah.
It's not a bad card. It is still a really good card. It's just the worst functionality with Sneak in the entire set because you're functionally sacrificing.
Gibbous, I like your thought process on this too. I mean, it's 6 mana, but it is in fact an instant speed wheel. So
yeah,
right. Is Dark Deal the only other instant speed wheel? I'm sorry.
It's sorcery. Dark Deal is sorcery.
Instant.
I will say, like, yeah, you in what's his name?
No, Dark Deal.
In Vadric. In Vadric, yeah, you 100% just pay 2 red for Raphael's technique happily to mess with somebody's hand or reload your hand right before your turn.
Can't pay for a real Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's not quite a substitute for it, but like think of it as a really bad ad nause, but in red. Yeah, I could see that, man. It's not bad. I mean, you're refueling other players too, which is kind of ludicrous, but it's really not a bad card for its flexibility. Anyways,
next card, Ravenous Robots.
Yeah, we'll talk about them.
1 in red, artifact creature robot. Wow, they're Ravenous Robots, and it is a 2/1. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you create a 1/1 colorless robot token.
Love it.
And you can pay 1 and tap this. Creature tokens you control gain haste until the end of the turn. This is just another card that says cast an artifact, make an artifact. Decks like Jackdaw would happily run this card.
Yeah, artifacts matters. Enjoy this. This is quite good. There's a lot of things that just trigger off of artifacts coming in. I mean, and then this is like a perpetual. I mean, the way I see this functioning well is if you make a critical mass of these. It doesn't have to be infinite necessarily, but there's plenty of lists. I mean, couldn't you? I mean, I'm sure you could make an army in Joyra and then just like go sideways and kill everyone.
Yeah,
you know this.
It is
Teshar wishes. Teshar does wish. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Does good stuff in Joyra, does good stuff in Jackdaw, does good stuff in any deck that cares about having a lot of random artifact creatures or random tokens.
Urza wishes.
Good card.
Does Urza wish?
Giving creature tokens haste is potentially just really good.
Urza could wish, actually. Urza might wish for this. This is just good. This is quite good. We did not get to this, and it's quite good. But we got to it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right. Any other reds, Patrick?
Spicy oatmeal pizza. No. I almost said spicy oatmeal pizza. Sure. There's a big asterisk on this one. I just found it interesting. I don't think it's a good card. I just wanted to discuss it. Broadcast Takeover. For 2 generic trip red sorcery, gain control of all artifacts your opponents control until end of turn. Untap them. They gain haste until end of turn. This is we get really high cost rituals in red. Generally speaking, black gets the low cost, high value rituals, and then red gets sort of the leftovers. This feels like that, but I feel like you'll actually gain quite a bit of ramp. There's a lot of times where a Mana Vault hits or, a Grim Monolith hits even, and it just stays tapped. Let alone any other signets or rocks, 0 cost or otherwise, that might be on opponents' boards. So if you put, 5 into this, you'll likely get like 8+ out of it in a lot of cases, which is effectively good ramp. And if your list has ways of leveraging their artifacts for other means, like you could just destroy them or like as additional cost them or anything, you could destroy the artifacts you gain control of, right? Instead of losing your own shit. So it's kind of an interesting piece of ramp is how I'm looking at it. And obviously your opponents could just have an artifact commander or something else. Like there could be other meaningful artifacts on the board, but realistically, you're probably going to just see a lot of mana artifacts and mana producing artifacts. Excuse me. I like it though. I think it's kind of an interesting piece of ramp because what is it, like Mana Geysers 5? I'm trying to think of like the next nearest equivalent that's like okay or acceptable that people play. Yeah, Mana Geysers 5, 3 generic and double red for Add red for each tap land your opponents control. Same kind of concept, but gaining control of artifacts is pretty legit. I actually like this one
Yeah.
quite a bit. Let me know if you guys would use this. What list would you use this in? I like it, but I can't rightly tell you that there's anything I would directly put this into. Maybe Electro. I don't know. You got so much mana. Why not? You probably don't need it for that, but
Somebody brought up Raft Tag Team Tough, which I do want to point out, it's just worse Godo. Just if you want to play Raft Tag Team Tough in the command zone, you can, but just play Godo instead.
please read the Oracle text of Spicy. Yeah. Oh, the promo? There's a
Uh,
oh.
oh yeah, there is a promo. The promo is another one bites the crust. That's good.
Yo, that's so good. Do that immediately entered my mind. Oh my god. Also, the fact that Vanilla Ice is like in a song for the movie and is notably an artist who copied Queen for this song, actually, I think. No, it was the song they did with David Bowie. I think. That's so funny. There's multi-layered is what I'm saying, but that's hilarious. And God, I really want pizza. Damn it. The pizza I had the other day was not enough. I actually don't think spicy oatmeal pizza is a bad card. Funnily enough, I actually kind of like it. But I don't think in a competitive setting. Anyway, Slash Reptile Rampager is an alternative to Perforos. That's amazing. I need that promo. It's hilarious. This is maybe my favorite pizza from the set, and I think that I would like to try a spicy oatmeal pizza. Maybe without the tomatoes. Anyways. Oh, I'm sorry. Those are peppers.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. God, I love it. There's this place called Philomena's nearby me. That's like the best pizza in New York. It's so good.
Hopping over to
Square cut pizza.
Carrier of Comestibles as the very first card in green.
On it. Great art, by the way. This is one of my favorite like storied pieces of art from the set.
1 in a green for a 1/2 creature human citizen. Whenever this enters, you may search your library for a food card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. If you don't put a card into your hand this way, you create a food token. For your food decks out there, there are food cards that are actually really game-changing and really useful, so this in the 99 is just a weird tutor is just solid. I'm gonna quickly double check the food cards because I know that there's good food cards. But,
any of the gingerbread people.
Yeah, it's the gingerbread guys. You have the apple that lets you hijack something as well.
Mm-hmm.
You have the bagel and schmear. Let's see, you got a couple
Another
things
New York
from
staple.
TMNT as well.
Another New York staple.
But
black food.
People use Ginger Brute for random uses, and there are decks that just care about finding food cards like Samwise.
The new black food that's just a murder. That's such an interesting sentence. But yes.
Yes.
Cowabunga! We're probably not going to mention Cowabunga, but that's okay. I just want to say it. Anchovy and banana pizza.
Well, I mean, you brought it up, Patrick, so you got to read the card.
I'm not going to bring up... I was not going to bring up Cowabunga. Do you want to talk about Cowabunga?
No.
Guac and marshmallow pizza. I want to do... You know what Wizards should have done to promo this set? They should have partnered with like a food blogger or channel. Huh?
Like Papa John's or something. I was going to say.
No. I mean, not that, but I guess you could have. I was going to suggest that they just recreate the pizzas from TMNT, and then obviously those featured in these cards to just give feedback on like rank them, see which one their favorite is. I would have loved that.
Like pizza from the reprint of Dark Ritual.
Oh, damn it. Yes. Yes. The answer is yes. I feel like this would have been amazing promo. Like if they got anyone, like even like Mythical Kitchen to come out for this, I would have loved all of this. Is there a pizza for Dark Ritual? Oh, there is. There is. Espacito, my liege, grant me the flavor I am due. Splinter, the Nibblemancer. Shit, what is on that? That's anchovies. That's black beans.
So I zoomed in. So there's anchovies, peppers, black beans, olives. There's something like they're bluish greenish on there. Blueberries? Is that blueberries? That might be blueberries.
I think those are black beans he's just sprinkling in. Oh, blueberries to the
Well, no,
side.
no,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
those
yeah,
are
yeah.
black beans. But if you look
Yeah,
near the peppers, there's like blue dots. I think
bro.
those are blueberries.
Mmm. This whole set's making me hungry, man, and none of these pizzas sound good. It's making me hungry. To be honest with you,
Well,
Angeles, I don't remember the Pizza Hut commercial, but I
I
will look it up after this.
why do blueberries on pizza sound like something that would work in a weird way?
Yeah, so long as
Like,
would you want them warmed up, or you want
I
them
mean,
like
blueberry pie
sprinkled?
is a thing.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Texturally, like
It's
they've got that snap, and then there's like that warm. I
yeah,
would
it's
be
like
into it.
that slight like sour sweetness that would go with the tomato sauce because it's like orange juice and pizza. Orange juice and pizza is like a killer combination that a lot of people like,
Mm.
and I feel like it would hit a similar niche to that.
He's making the
That's weird.
Omni pizza. He's making the Omni pizza.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, we'll move on. Sorry.
uh,
Sorry, Wizards.
next,
That was a missed opportunity, though. I would have loved that. And I did not know
next
about the. Oh, sorry.
ground chuck and dirt bag.
What'd you call me?
It's 6 mana for an 8/8 trampler. Whenever you tap a land, make add a green. Just a mana doubler.
Sorry. When I go to type to you guys, it moves the screen. Okay. Yeah. 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 6 man is a lot
Yeah,
for the Oxmal.
100% agreed. But it's just another mana doubler. Mana doublers are usually on 5, so it's just one more for an 8/8 with trample.
Bro, tell me you talk about high score. You want to talk about high score?
Uh, Next card, high score.
Okay.
Of course, it's going to be high score. It's hard scales with upside.
Bro, it's so good. It's
High
so
score,
good.
2 and a green. Whenever one or more counters would be put on a creature you control, put that many on them +1 instead. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card if you control the creature with the greatest power among creatures on the battlefield.
Badger Mole at home? Come on. Sorry.
Victory comes in endless forms.
Wait, is Badger Mole better than this? The cub?
Badger Mole Cub?
Yeah, it's not the same thing. Oh, you mean the the Rock'em Sock'em Robot Rhino? Yeah, 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 yeah. High score though.
Yeah.
Bro, this shit's legit.
Badger Mole Cub is definitely better than those, but the thing is that Ground Chuck and Dirtbag affect your lands, whereas Badger Mole doesn't exactly affect your lands. It works with Earthbending, yes, but it's like they're on different time zones. Like they do different stuff.
I like high score. I like the hardened scales with upside. I like just the constant draw. If your deck
Yeah,
is working for this, you'll likely get the draw. Uh, I wish it was pushed to mythic and it said at the end of each end step.
that would be amazing.
I would love
So
that. I would.
that'd be so gross.
I mean,
It's like who's gonna make something bigger than the 2020 on my board? Oh, none of you? Draw 4.
yeah, I would love that, bro.
Or-
I mean, it would just put it in foot chopper territory. Come on.
Well, if you like drawing cards in your +1/+1 counter, Patrick, have I got a card for you? It's called Level Up.
Level up.
1
Level
green
up.
for an enchantment
Level up,
aura.
level up,
Enchant a
level up.
creature. When this enters, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. And that creature has, when this attacks, double the +1/+1 counters on it. And if it has power 10 or greater, draw a card. Would you look at that? It's basically another high score.
Damn, bro. Not too shabby. Not too shabby, bro.
Not too shabby.
Level up. I'm digging it.
Well, if you liked both of those, then you're probably
Oh,
gonna like
what's
Michelangelo Weirdness to 11.
I'll when we get to
Uh,
everything pizza, I'll look at it. Michelangelo. Which one?
Weirdness to 11.
Where's my boy? Oh, there he is. Okay.
1 green for a legendary creature, Mutant Ninja Turtle, with 1 power and 1 toughness. When he enters, create a mutagen token, which we can finally talk about. Um, so, mutagens are artifact tokens that have pay 1, tap this, and sacrifice this to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, activate only as a sorcery. Um, Michelangelo also has if 1 or more counters would be put on a creature you control, put that many +1 instead. It's another hardened scales.
Just better, man. I mean, I add two. It's obviously there's more ways to remove this, but I mean, it's a creature, so it's very easy to find. Enchantments in like mono green decks have always been a bitch. So like,
It does also have a way to put counters on one thing immediately as well. So it gives you like that little initial startup if you
oh,
need the
dude.
startup.
Yeah. It's good. It's really good. Mind you, it does it costs you a mana to do this. So basically, if you really look at this, Michelangelo is like a 3 mana 3/3. If you want to look at it that way.
If you don't want to pay that one, Patrick, we do have Mutagen Man, Living One, or Living Ooze.
Tell me about Mutagen Man living is.
Do you know
Do
the
you?
Mutagen Man?
The Mutagen
Uh, you pay X in green for the Mutagen Man, and he is a 2/3 trampler that says activated abilities of artifact tokens you control cost one less to activate, which
Man?
has very funny implications in the set as well, because it's supposed to be like, haha, he does things with mutagen, but this set also does a lot of stuff with food. So the mutagen man is hungry.
Yeah.
Uh,
Jealous of the pizzas.
when when the mutagen man enters, you create X mutagen tokens. So they crack for free, and if you have Michelangelo in play, they give two counters instead of one counter, meaning this is the best Hydra we've had in a long time.
Yeah, without XX in its cost. It's quite good.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Also, he has a base stat line. Like,
Oh, 2/3?
he's
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
0/0.
You could just pay 2 mana for a 2/3.
That makes your like clues crack for one less, which Tireless Tracker would be happy about.
Yeah. Mutagen Man's pretty good.
Yeah, if you're in a heavy mana deck, it's awesome. If you're in a like a counters matters deck, it's awesome. If you're in like a weird artifact deck, it's awesome.
Yeah, and level up for extra combat decks, it's pretty legit.
Yeah,
Don't disagree with that at all.
but you know it's also really legit. A Ninja Pizza
Uh,
Party.
where are we? Where are we? Oh, wait. Sorry. I completely missed it. Go on.
2 and a green for an enchantment that says foods you control have. Sacrifice this artifact. Add 1 mana of any color. At the beginning of your second main phase, create a food. So this is just make a mana every turn, so it's a manolith. But then if you're creating foods, all of your foods are treasures. So
Just very
pretty
quickly,
good.
can we just note the art? So, if I'm understanding the story correctly, Courier, which we saw earlier, green card, he has his little warmer bag in the back of his bike, or his moped, and it seems small, but maybe if it's like 4 or 5 pizzas in there, right? Tops. Look how many pies these guys are holding.
Well, to be fair, who said that they only robbed him?
It's kind of fucked up what you're saying.
It's been going around to carriers and just going like yoink, yoink, yoink.
Bold of you to assume I'll survive my second main phase. Yeah. Yeah. Ninja Pizza. Good card. Art. I don't know, man. They're heisting it from everyone. It's throwing me off. The amount of pie is throwing me off. And again, my stomach is killing me. I'm so hungry after looking at this set.
And you can have that blueberry pizza.
I would do it. Or jelly beans, bruh. Jelly bean pizza. Apparently, I need to get on that. Are you questioning his bag of holding? Well, I guess it's technically in universes beyond, but sure. I mean, that's the one magic they have in this world. It's just bags of holding for couriers. Anyways,
Yeah.
um,
All right, my last one, which we already went over technically, was Rocksteady Mutant Marauder.
fair,
We talked about him. He's good.
fair. Add more to the pizza count, boys. We've got Ragamuffin Raptor. We've got Study the Classics. We've got, oh my god, killing me here. If there's any other green cards you guys want to discuss, we can, and very likely could. But we are moving on to multicolored.
Let's take a look to see if the turtles have been stealing. Hold up. It looks like
Did
Gary's holding
did
a
he pay
wad of
them?
cash.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they did.
Bro, I thought I thought his hand was holding the lid up and he was just looking at his bag like, what
Yeah,
the fuck? But you're right. Bro,
yeah,
you're
no,
right.
they paid.
That's good. Okay, they are heroes. Just, what about the other people that also paid? for pizza that they're not receiving.
Yeah.
Anyways, um,
Any
this is
any other green cards, Patrick?
no, and I don't really have any multicolored cards for you guys.
I don't have any multicolored cards either.
Yeah, that's my qualm. I looked over these. I wouldn't say any.
There's several notable ones as commanders, but then I'm like, I could argue that they could go in the 99, but I'm like, no, they're commanders.
EPF Point Squad. Did someone mention this card early on? I'm looking. I think someone mentioned EPF for a deck. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if this is something we want to talk about, we can. Alliance, whenever another. Yeah.
Put a +1 counter on this.
Yeah.
What is the thing that you do with this?
No love for Michelangelo's technique. We could talk about it. It's one of the lesser ones, in my opinion. Sorry, Michelangelo.
Sadly, so it's 5 mana. You can sneak it for 3 and a green. And then you look at the top 8. You put up to 2 creatures with total cost 6 or less from among them onto the battlefield, and the rest in the bottom in your library in a random order. So you cost reduced by 1 by doing the sneak. You don't get any extra benefit by doing the sneak because it's not like the creatures come in tapped and attacking if you snuck it. And then it's just a way to get 2 moderately sized creatures or 1 slightly bigger sized creature into play. So it saves you 1 mana, maybe 2. It's fine. It's not really notable, but it's fine.
Party Dude. For 1 mana, when this class enters, each player creates a food token. Before I get into this is a substitute or a new version of Viridian Revel. For 2 mana, whenever an artifact an opponent controls is put into a graveyard from battlefield, draw a card. That's kind of good. Just encourages you to destroy shit. And then for 5, whenever one or more of your opponents are attacked, up to 1 target attacking creature gets +X/+X, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Hopefully a lot, but yeah. Viridian Revel. Bebop and Rocksteady have keyword big. We can move on to okay, not finding
I think Viridian was spelled incorrectly.
That's okay. That's okay. What's it do?
So Viridian Revel is 3 mana for an enchantment. If an artifact is put into an opponent's graveyard from the battlefield, you may draw a card. So this is just a better version of Viridian Revel.
It's not bad
because it has the ability to get to chapter 3, and it has the same cost on level 2.
Toka and Razar.
I think I know.
It's Rakdos. Yeah.
Toka and Razar are Rakdos for a 3/2 that can't be countered with Menace. Whenever a player casts a spell, if the amount of mana spent is less than the card's mana value, this deals 3 damage to that player. You can do funny group hug stuff with this because if you play Helm of Awakening, everybody's stuff costs 1 less, so people just take 3 for playing the game.
Not bad. Masters say have fun.
I will say that it is probably better as a commander than in the 99 because I don't think you're going to be group hugging people in random decks, especially in Rakdos.
You don't know that. Yeah.
I guess I should point out this one multicolor card because this will go into a bunch of different decks just for the virtue of it is a good draw engine, which is Mikey and Leo Chaos and Order. It is Selesnya for a legendary creature, Mutant Turtle Ninja with 2 power, 2 toughness. Whenever you put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control, draw a card. Trigger once, only once each turn. So theoretically, you can draw 4 cards in a rotation.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, just draw like 1 card a turn, but sometimes draw more than 1.
That's honestly not bad. Right. That's actually not that bad at all for a draw effect.
Let's see what is on the everything pizza, Patrick.
I looked. There are in fact jelly beans.
Yeah, those are definitely jelly beans. Yeah, so it's all of these are jelly beans, and so those black beans were actually jelly beans.
It's just the jelly beans in their world look more bean-like than our jelly beans. Our jelly beans look more like just pills.
Yeah.
To me, at least. They're not that curvaceous. But hot damn, are jelly beans on pizza good? I can't imagine a blue jelly bean mushroom slice being good, but I want to try it. This card is okay. Wait,
Token Raz or everything pizza?
wait, what?
Sorry. Are we talking about the Leo and Mikey, or are we talking about everything pizza?
Everything pizza. I'm looking at everything pizza. It's okay.
Everything pizza is a good meme.
What do you have for artifacts, man? I got 4.
We got the official ingredients list. So it is pepperoni and ice cream, jelly beans and mushrooms, anchovies and peanut butter, whipped cream and sashimi, bananas and sausage.
Wait. So that's in
Each
universe everything pizza. What the hell is this then? I don't see peanut butter anchovy or whipped cream.
well, to be fair, in the dark ritual art, there were anchovies.
Okay.
Also, you don't know what was on the slice that that rat ate in the background, Patrick. That rat stole a slice.
True. At least one is gone. Okay, but what flavor ice cream? I mean, why choose? Just get Neapolitan. Honestly, though, if I were to pick what flavor ice cream would go good with pizza, it's got to be some exotic shit. I don't think you'd. Nothing sounds good on pizza. Oh God, I can't think of anything that I would want to pair with my
Yeah,
pizza.
I was thinking sherbet for a second because I'm like orange juice and pizza is actually like a weirdly good combination, but
Hmm.
like sherbet's too sweet. Sherbet is way
Yeah.
too sweet
But
to
is sherbet technically an ice cream? Is there dairy in it?
yeah, yeah,
I haven't had
sherbet
sherbet.
ice.
I used to. Okay, I guess that's people call it. I remember getting like for birthday parties when I was a kid, you'd get like the sheet cake, and then you'd also get like the big tub of sherbet ice
Yeah,
cream
yeah. That sherbet is I think that is
sorbet.
something else. Yeah, I think that's sorbet. So it's sherbet sorbet, but there is actual sherbet ice cream.
Okay, noted.
Um,
If I go out for ice cream, I usually go to like Van Leeuwen's here, and I typically get Planet Earth if it's in stock because it's seasonal.
Okay, I think I found the ice cream flavor that works well on pizza,
Go.
and it's like the best choice out of all the evils. It's chocolate.
I was thinking like a Rocky Road or something, like something with chocolate in it, for sure.
You need something that's not like overwhelmingly sweet. It has like a little bit of bitter.
Ooh, you know what? Since there's marshmallows anyways, right? No, oh sorry, one of the other pies said it. Fish food from Ben and Jerry's. That shit's delicious. I don't usually go out for chocolate ice cream, but the fish food Ben and Jerry's flavor, if you've never had it, you need to try it. It's really good. Okay, anyways, Chrome Dome?
Yeah, I did have Chrome Dome on my list. I think that's my only color list actually.
I put a
um,
handful. There's just some cheeky ones here.
yeah, Chrome Dome is two mana for a 1/3 artifact creature robot ninja that says other artifact creatures you control have +1/+0.
Ooh.
Pay 5. Create a token that's a copy of another target artifact you control. That token gains haste and is sacrificed at the beginning of the next end step. Power Stone Shard, anyone?
Power Stone Shard, anyone? This is
I'm going to have a nice swirl of the Power Stone Chardonnay.
this is quite good. This is like a really cool way to finish a game if you've got like artifact token bodies, and infinite mana. So this is kind of a cool outlet.
Well, I will say, you want to know how you make infinite mana, Patrick? Power Stone Shards!
Oh,
For those who don't know, Power Stone Shard is 3 mana for an artifact that taps to make 1 colorless mana for each artifact you control, named Power Stone Shard. So you print Power Stone Shards, and then eventually you just go, I have an artifact creature over here. That Metalworker, he's actually also, Metalworker is just the better way to do this, but that Metalworker, 200 of them. Hasty. Take it.
yo, Lindsay, look with the art. I feel like she's following in the footsteps of my man here. Wait up. I mean, that's some Vulcan Baga-esque
So
hand
why
art.
is yeah, Lindsay Look is obsessed with hands. Like
They look good. That's a good
Yes,
looking
but
hand.
like a fifth of Lindsay's cards are just a very close up shot of a hand holding something.
Chrome Dome makes you sacrifice the token at end of turn. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if the turn never ends.
Stockpiling Power Stone shards. So yeah, no stockpiling them.
Well, granted, I will say it's at the beginning of the next end step, so you can create Power Stone shards on an end step right before your turn, and then keep them into your turn.
True. It is something you can do at instant speed.
But I will
Uh,
say, Patrick, are you going to go for that Metalworker Chrome Dome combo in Oswald now? Is that going to be your new alternative win con? You just need 3 artifacts in hand. Unironically, that's not actually that hard.
he's got no other use beyond. No, no, no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. But maybe we go for coin mastery. I don't know. I
But Patrick, you can pay to make extra copies of Unwinding Clock. It doesn't do anything, but you can.
I'd make extra copies. No, no, no. I mean, this is an interesting way to go infinite without having to untap your metal worker. This is an interesting way to go infinite with
Yeah, because you make infinite mana with Metalworker, and then you make infinite Metalworkers untap that have haste, and you just swing out.
Yeah, I mean, you could just do that. It's not horrible. I'm not into it though. I don't think we're doing that. But that's not a bad
Yeah.
idea for Oswald.
I will also say you can pay 5 to make a copy of like a Mana Vault or something, tap that for 3, and then sacrifice the token copy to Oswald to find a 2-drop. So you can print things for Oswald, but yeah, it's you'd rather have Skrelv for the fact of it's a mother of runes that can technically end the game.
Yeah, then this guy. A five's a lot to pay into an effect
There's
like
also
that.
the immovable rod for the similar thing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would just rather go like sculpting steel if I wanted to copy something in a pinch, and it's like a good thing to hit on curve at 3. But even that, I don't really use anymore. I
Coin Master.
put coin mastery down. It's just an
Yep.
interesting effect. So for generic artifact, each creature you control enters with additional +1/+1 counter on it for each mana from an artifact source spent to cast it. So if you have anything that just generates any kind of colored mana, just put that into its generic value, and lo and behold, you create treasure tokens. So quite good. It's a pretty bad mana rock initially, but if you something like this is actually kind of effective in lists like Oswald or lists that care about artifacts like being on the battlefield, because you're generating artifacts every single turn with this. And obviously in Oswald, it's quite effective because you can convert a 0 cost into a 1 cost, typically like a key, right? So you can make like a manifold key or voltaic key. And obviously the value goes up from there. 4 is usually the highest number you'd go for. But I don't think Oswald actually runs this. This is an interesting artifact though.
I do want to point out the hilarity that is we are slowly going to get to the point where you have to keep track of exactly where all of your mana comes from. Because like, this cares about mana from artifact sources, then we're going to get caring about mana from lands. We already have cards that care about mana from creatures. It's like, what's the next? Mana from planeswalkers, mana from instants and
Well, I mean, I don't
sorcery.
hate it. It's an area of the game that they're getting to play with, but yeah, I know what you mean. It is a little. There's some tedium there. Just don't
Keeping track of mana from snow sources was already its own thing.
just don't mix in too many cards that require you to track mana from locations. I
Dude, where
do.
did that mana come from, Tribal?
Yeah,
Screw you. We're running all of them.
where did that mana? Yeah, you could do that. I don't know why when you said that it made me think of put that thing back where it came from. Also, help me. Yeah, anyways, Raflio, technically the cheapest extra combat card printed. I will take a look at that, but we're talking about exploding barrels, baby. For 3 generic artifacts, you can tap it to add 1 mana of any color, put a pressure counter on this artifact. Is this the first time we've seen pressure counters, or was powder keg pressure?
I have no idea.
I'm just I'm just curious now. This is not important at all. Fuse counter, excuse me. Anyways, exploding barrel. You could pay 8, sacrifice this artifact. It deals 20 damage to target creature. Big F you. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each pressure counter on this artifact. Activate only as a sorcery.
There are 2 other cards that use pressure counters, and it's funny because I remembered one of them right before looking it up, and I completely forgot this other one exists. The 2 other cards are Magma Mine from Visions, and then the other one is Hellion Crucible from Magic 2013.
Damn, long history of pressure counters here.
Yeah,
This is kind of funny. I mean, I like it. It's at face value, it's just like a bad mana rock, but I do like the
it's a
effect. Hmm?
it's a manolith.
Yeah.
It's just a 3 mana artifact that makes any mana of any color
Hellion
on base.
Crucible. People tried to make that card work so much. Yeah. I like Exploding Barrel though. I think it's not bad. I feel like you'd probably use this in casual setting. It'd be quite good as like a piece of ramp slash removal into the late. 20 is a lot. Like you'll whatever you're targeting is gonna die basically. I wish it said. I wish it was target creature and planeswalker, but there aren't any planeswalkers in this set, so I understand why it wouldn't bother with
Uh,
that.
Instant speed.
There's that too. There's a lot of things. I wish. It's okay. That's it
I
for
feel like
artifacts from me though.
canonically, it also would have made more sense to be at instant speed because you just go bang, blows up. Like it is not a very slow process.
Yeah, yeah. What, a barrel exploding? No, not really sorcery, but that's okay. We're gonna overlook that. I do have one land I wanted to mention. I don't know about you, Will.
You can cover that one land.
What, do you don't have any feelings about Northampton Farm?
No.
Well, it's got one of the turtles on it. I don't see any pizza. You tap it for generic. You could pay one, exile target creature you own. And then you could pay 2 to sacrifice this land, return that creature, or to return a exiled creature card with this land to the battlefield under your control. Return each other card exiled by this land to its owner's hand. So it's just an interesting piece of protection if you needed to keep this up for that. And it returns to the battlefield. So you do get any ETBs, and you do obviously get the fact that this works at instant speed, the ability to use said card elsewise. So you could hold a manhole cover to kill a careless Thoracle player. What?
Oh yeah, so manhole cover is another card. It's a 2 mana, an artifact with flash. When this enters, target creature gains indestructible until the end of the turn. You may pay 2 and sacrifice this. Target player draws a card.
Yeah, I dig that shit. Actually, WotC keeps putting this kind of effect on a land, and I've never seen them be good. Yeah, these sort of protective ones. This is another one of those ones where it's like you just. Well, I mean, look, Caracas. Okay, they can't be that good. So I guess this is like the way we're leaning now. I don't know. I do know what you mean though. We have seen this effect in repetition, and it reads well, but
Yeah, it's an untapped colorless source that lets you exile a creature you control at instant speed and also return the creatures exiled to the battlefield at instant speed and the rest to hand. Only one actually comes back.
yeah,
But the thing is, there are a couple decks that would happily run a colorless land just for the ability to flicker a creature in a crappy way.
yeah,
Godo is the go-to example. People have tried using a Safe Haven, which is a significantly worse version of this, and it kind of worked. Uh, so for those who don't know, Safe Haven is from the Dark
it's old.
originally, and it is a land that doesn't tap for any mana, and it says pay 2 and tap it to exile a creature you control. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice this land. If you do, return each of the creatures exiled by it to their owner's control. So this is just kind of a better version of that at that point.
Yeah.
Because you can return at instant speed and you can exile. Well, you can already exile instant speed, but you can return at instant speed and exile for cheaper.
This is technically better because of the Chris Rush art, but that's all I gotta say about that. There's no offense, Marina. We can talk about these other cards though, real quick. I saw Leo and Raph and Leo. Raph and Leo. Raph and Leo. Where are you two? Was he on the other page? Dawn and
No,
Raph.
it's a Boros. It's the very first card in the final page. Wrath and Leo, 1 Boros for a 2/4. Whenever this attacks, if it's the first combat phase of the turn, untap 1 or 2 target attacking creatures. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Um, yeah, it is technically like the cheapest combat celebrant effect that you can run, which I was gonna say it can combo with Kiki Jiki, but no, it can't because
It's
Kiki
not
Jiki can make a
abusable.
token copy even non-legendary.
Yeah.
But yeah, It's just the cheapest, consistent. Well, second cheapest. Fear of missing out is the cheapest. Uh, but this is still a pretty darn good additional combat effect because it's just double swang.
So I love the saying heroes in a half shell. But is this technically a half shell? It's a full shell for a turtle.
Yeah.
So I never understood heroes in a half shell. I know it just sounds good. It just bothers me. I've always like heroes in a half shell. I'm like, is it a half shell? That looks it's a full ass shell. Anyways,
You know what's really funny?
what's funny?
Half shell is not like a measurement of like the amount of shell. It's a food recipe.
Oh, it's what Shredder always wanted.
It's like it's an oyster recipe.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard half shell for like I guess like you'd have like oysters served on the half shell, right?
Yeah.
But like turtles don't have like another shell that's on the other side of its body. It just has like that what is carapace? What do you call that thinner shell on the chest? Don't worry about it. Don't even think about it. Turtle power, Cowabunga. The ooze. For 2 generic legendary artifact, whenever a creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it leaves the battlefield, create a mutagen token for each 1/1 counter on it. Get those back. Yeah, so it's a oozolith. You can tap this to exile target card from a graveyard, create a mutagen token. Just keep making those tokens. Honestly, this is really good grave hate to just like buff your shit.
Uh, I do also want to point out this with Mutagen Man and any hardened scales effect is nuts because you crack the mutagens for free. So you go, oh, I'm going to crack 3 mutagens and put 6 counters on a creature because of the hardened scales effect. I'm going to lose that creature. I'm going to make 6 mutagen. I'm going to crack them for free and put 12 counters onto something. I'm going to sack that thing, make 12 mutagen. I'm going to crack all 12 to put 24 counters on the thing. Repeat, repeat, repeat.
Bro, which turtle do you think is which here?
Let's see.
I wonder if the artist drew this knowing which turtle was which. I think Leonardo's the one in the front. I think that's the only one that makes sense to me.
Donnie's in the back. Because he's the one who's like examining it.
Observing it. Okay. Okay, see, I can.
Raph is the right, Mikey's the left.
Yeah. No, as soon as I said that,
angry, serious turtle, and then the dopey one.
Yeah, he's not so angry here. He's kind of happy. He looks chill. He's just looking a little annoyed that he's got ooze on his back.
Glaring at the ooze.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. All right, guys, that's it for the set. We observed the art, we observed the cards, but did we observe everything? Let us know if we missed anything from the set you think is good or worthwhile in the 99. Obviously, we could talk about it in the comments after this video. But thanks for joining us on this stream. Hope you enjoyed yourself. If you've been here the whole time, thanks for that. If you want to let us know you liked it, you can leave a like. That's how that button works. But we'll see you on the next stream. We're probably going to build some turtles after we discuss the legends from this set. I believe canonically Mikey is the first to walk on hind legs. Really? We're wrong. We just assumed. 54? That's the pizza count? Bullshit. Wait.
I respect that Gibbous had the willpower to go through and check for pizza on like every card.
Did you get grounded for life? The slice that's on the TV there? I'm not second guessing you. Maybe I am second guessing you.
Did you get Action News Crew with the pizza on top of the dumpster in the very front left?
Bro, this is you. That was such a noble cause. I thank you for. Oh fuck! I'm gonna believe you. I'm gonna believe you did check every single illustration. And there's also the alt arts too, though. I assume you had to go through all of that. That's a lot of work. Shit, but there's slices hidden everywhere, man. Damn, yeah. 54. Well, you guys, let me know the pizza count. If you disagree with Gibbous, let me know the pizza count when you get to checking out this full set. Someone else did? Someone else did it. I stand corrected. It was Leo. Mikey was the first to talk. Duly noted. All right, turtles. We'll see you on the next local game group stream. We're probably going to discuss the legends in totality next week. I am a little slammed this week, and I'm sure my wife wants to see me Sunday, so I can't do it then. Get like one good day together. What are you doing this weekend, Will?
Gonna be working on a couple random side projects and probably gonna be ordering some magic stuff so I can build a couple hyper budget decks because my friend is trying to get his girlfriend into MTG and I'm like, yeah, no, I can build budget decks that will be actually interesting to play against as opposed to my higher power stuff. So I'm gonna do that.
So long as they're not like too mechanically complicated. I think that's a fun way to like get
No,
her.
no, she's not using the decks. I'm playing the decks.
Oh,
So they can be as mechanically complicated for myself as they want.
right. And then you're going to get to explain that for like an hour.
Well, it's I'm not going to be like, well, here's how the stack works. I'm just going to be like, so this is Nethergast. Graveyard order is a thing. If he has 3 creatures above him in the graveyard, he reanimates on my upkeep. I have to keep track of that. Don't worry about it.
Unless they want to check you. Snow on Sunday, maybe.
Snow on Monday for Maryland, I think. It's
Yeah, we got winter.
rain
Oh, sorry.
rain Saturday, Sunday for me, and then snow
You
Monday.
get that winter storm warning. We're supposed to be having a. Oh, fucking fuck. I keep forgetting I'm supposed to be going to a party Sunday evening. That'll be fun. Probably take the train. Oh,
Partying on Sunday, Cowabunga.
Sunday might none anymore. Okay, well, it's in the evening. It's like midday. I will figure that out when we get there. But guys, thanks for joining us on this.
Mix of snow and rain on Sunday, and then a little bit of snow on Monday. It's thankfully it's only supposed to be like